Hello, my heroes and villains. It is me, the ever illustrious Sauce's Grand Tomato Slime Extraordinaire. And today, we are playing Slay the Princess. This is I don't actually know too much what this is. It's an indie game. We all know I like indie games. Me and Virgo versus the Zodiac are buddies, and we're tight, and Bug Fables is cool. But this one, Slay the Princess. I saw a clip of this while perusing the TikTok and was like, I need to find out what this is. I need to play this. And so here we are. We're gonna play it. It is a spookum game. Hello, Harcronium. So you know, regular spookum warnings apply. I don't really give those because I just play horror games a lot. I am stalling and waiting for something to happen. There it is. There we go. So yeah, that happened while I was waiting for for my starting screen to happen. I am enraptured by everything that is this game. I'm so excited to play it. We're gonna play. This is only the demo, I should say. This is not the full game. I believe it's like chapter 1, chapter 2, maybe? But we're gonna play it, and we're gonna find out what it is, and then probably play the whole one. Chapter 1, The Hero and the Princess.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess. You're here to slay her.
Okay.
If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Why? What'd she do? Ooh, I got choices. Explore the end of the world. What are you talking about? Have you considered that maybe the only reason she's going to end the world is because she's locked up? Killing a princess seems kind of bad, though, doesn't it? Can someone else do this? Forget it. I'm not doing this. Have you considered that maybe I'm okay with ending the world? Ooh, I like that one. Oh, okay. Thanks for telling me what to do. Wow, there's a lot of choices. Sweet, I've always wanted to offer a monarch. Alright, no, I want to know what is end of the world?
I'm talking about the end of everything as we know it. No more birds, no more trees, and perhaps most problematically of all, no more people. You have to put an end to her.
But how can a princess locked away in the basement in the world? If you don't tell me why she's dangerous, I'm not going to kill her. If you consider that, yeah, I like this one.
While I appreciate the mental exercise, we are running up against a bit of a ticking clock.
How imminent is the end of the world?
Let me assure you, the princess is locked up
also,
because she's dangerous.
If she can end the world, how did we lock her up?
She's locked up. And before you decide to waste even more of our time by asking how I know that, let me suggest a more pragmatic lens through which to view this situation. Causality doesn't matter here, because the end result is the same no matter what led us up to this point. If the princess leaves the cabin, the world will end, and there is no change in that.
Well, what if I want to see this end of the world?
There's no use arguing semantics over a metaphorical chicken or egg, because the egg is hatched and it's about to ruin everything.
But I can't see the egg.
Unless, of course, you do your job and slay her.
I'll consider it. If you don't tell me why she's... Okay, well, so these are gonna get the same things. Let's do it. How can a princess in the basement...
linger on the specifics. You have a job to do here. Just get in there and do what needs to be done. We're all counting on you.
Okay. Have you considered that maybe I'm... No, we'll save this for a different run, maybe. Look, I'll go to the cabin, I'll talk to her, and if she's as bad as you say she is, then maybe I'll slay her, but I'm not coming to anything until I've had the chance to meet her. Alright, I'm sold. Let's get this over with.
As long as you remain focused on your goal,
hey,
all be smooth.
The game is called Slay the Princess. Let's go slay the princess.
You make your way up the short path to the cabin. You'll find the princess within. A warning before you go any further.
I feel like I should have had a warning before now.
She will lie, she will cheat, and and she will do everything
Yeah, I've been
in her
playing.
power to stop you from
I've been
slaying
playing
her.
game with a different girl boss
Don't believe a word
that
she
gaslights
says.
me all the time. I think this is okay. This is expected
We're not
now.
going to go through with this, right? She's a princess. We're supposed to save princesses,
Oh, this is me.
not slay them. Ignore him. He doesn't know what he's talking about.
The hero and me are different. Proceed into the cabin. I'm the hero, but the hero is not me. Baba is you, but you is not Baba.
Entirely bare. The air is stale and musty.
A cabin in the middle of nowhere. How scary.
A fine layer of dust. The only furniture of note is a plain wooden table. Perched on that table is a pristine blade.
Well,
the blade is your implement. You'll need
that's
it.
it.
If you want to do this right.
I feel like a dagger's not good enough for a thing that can end the world. But I mean, like, okay.
You take the blade from the table. It'd be rather difficult to slay the princess and save the world without it.
All right, well, into the basement. I got. Oh, hey, look! I'm not just a hand now. Now I got a knife as my mouse.
Open, revealing a staircase faintly illuminated by an unseen
I feel like you need a
light
god
in the
killer
dim
weapon
world.
or something, maybe.
This is an oppressive place. The air feels heavy and damp, a hint of rot filtering from the ancient wood. If the princess really lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor. Her voice carries up the stairs.
Who's there?
Me!
She sounds dangerous. It's almost as if she's the one in charge down here.
Maybe she is.
Don't let it fool you. It's all part of the manipulation.
Okay. Hey, I think I'm here to kill you.
Oh, are you now? Why don't you come down and let me take a look at you?
Okay.
Great job. You gave away the element of surprise. Good luck, hero.
Thank you. Hi.
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement.
She's so coldly beautiful.
Pretty.
Is she really a threat to the world?
Focus on the task at hand.
You weren't kidding when you said you were here to kill me.
I do have dagger. What? No way. Why would you even think that? Yeah, it wasn't Joe. I haven't decided yet. Still your nerves and step forward. Let's just
You
kill
step
her.
forward, your grip on the blade tightening as you steel your resolve.
What happens if I kill her?
Oh? No talking then? Fine. What even makes you think you can kill me?
You know, I got a knife. Knives are pretty good.
I'm probably chained up in this basement for a reason, right? And if that knife is the only weapon you have, you'll have to get close enough to use it.
Okay.
So, you should just drop it. Best not to risk finding out what I can
But
do.
the narrator says you're gonna lie to me.
Do you hear the conviction in her voice? Do you see the razor sharpness in her gaze? I don't think she's bluffing. She's unarmed. If you hesitate now, it'll be too late. End this.
Okay. Slay the princess.
You lunge forward without a moment's hesitation. You feel flesh
Yeah,
easily
we
give way
did
and look
it!
down to see your blade already sinking deep into
We
her
did
heart.
it. We saved the world.
Oh,
We slayed the princess.
this is it, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean that's blood.
I'm almost embarrassed. I should have seen that coming.
That was kind of
But
easy.
I have to wonder.
Why is my hand spindly? So this is my hand, by the way, the mouse. Are we like beast people?
Do you actually believe this was enough to kill me?
Probably. I mean, you're bleeding pretty bad.
There it is again. That razor-sharp look in her eyes and the terrifying conviction in her words. Yes, even as she lays there dying, she entirely believes herself to be alive and well. But it's over, isn't it?
We did
She
it.
stopped breathing moments ago. That arrogant look still plastered
We
on her
slayed the
face.
princess.
But is it
Yeah.
over? Really over?
I mean, yeah, we did it. The narrator's saying it. Of course it is. She's dead.
Yes, exactly. It's over.
Oh, I did it.
With your work done, you make your way back up the stairs, closing the door to the basement behind you.
Okay.
Why do I feel like we've done something
That was
terrible?
easy. I feel like the narrator made this out to be like
You did
hard.
kill someone. Greater good or not, something would be very wrong with you if you didn't feel at least a little bad. But it was for the greater good.
Yeah,
One of these days
second
that will
stream's
sink in
over.
and help ease your guilty conscience. But that day isn't
We did
today.
it.
Let's just...
Okay.
You open the cabin door, ready to return to a world saved from certain
Yeah,
doom.
no doom.
Only a world saved from
Uh-oh.
certain doom isn't what you find. Instead,
What?
what you find is nothing at all.
Why? But
Where
we
a lush
did it.
forest stood mere minutes ago, the only thing in front of you now is the vast
But we saved the
emptiness
princess.
of space. What happened? Everyone is fine. It's just that you and the cabin are now
Oh,
far away
I
from
see.
it. Don't worry.
I understand.
You'll be safe.
I'm trapped in the cabin now.
This is good.
I'm the princess.
Everyone is happy.
Me.
You'll be happy.
Oh, okay.
So glad you're keeping an open mind. This is what's best for everyone.
I did it.
Trust me.
I became the princess.
Time passes.
You
You can't be sure if
okay,
it's days
I thought we were
or
just gonna
months
end
or
there and
years
like
or
start
even
over.
decades. It's all a wonderful, boring blur. You've never been happier.
Happy.
Psst. Hey, we're not just gonna stay here forever, right?
I don't know. The narrator's telling us to. Didn't you hear the narrator? I'm happy. We're happy.
Are we really happy? Or is he just telling us that we are?
I mean, what's the difference, really? If someone tells you you're happy, right? No, we're happy.
Really?
I'm sure of it.
Well, if you ever change your mind, just let me know, I guess. More happy time passes, though the word begins to lose its meaning. Time.
We
perhaps,
happy
not
many
happy.
instead of we happy
Happy
few.
still has plenty of meaning.
I played that game. It's a good game.
Please, shake yourself out of it. We have to get out of here.
Oh, but we're happy.
The little voices, please, fall on deaf.
Who are you? What are you, Stanley?
Eventually, you pass into a blissful state of pure existence.
I don't know. There's a game called We
Though
Happy
words
Few.
like eventually and pass ceased to have any meaning to you long before that shift. You simply exist.
Happy.
Forever.
We did it! I got the good ending! I did it! I saved everyone! Something about this ending card doesn't feel true! I did it! I saved the world! Okay. Save the game. Load the game. Okay. Is that... Oh, okay. I guess I just have to start a new one. Okay. Alright. Now then. What happens if we don't slay the princess?
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
Actually, no. We're gonna slay the princess
You're here.
again. I've always wanted a dolphin monarch. Viva la revolution!
Spirit. You make your way. A warning. She will. We're not gonna go. Ignore.
I'm gonna do the pathing that I saw on the TikTok. I didn't see all of
Interior
it
the
because I got
cabin
like
is
halfway
almost
through the video,
entirely
stopped,
bare.
and was like, I need
The
to
air
play
stale
this.
and musty. The blade.
Give me
You take the
blade.
blade from the table. It'd be.
Yeah, it's time to mine up to another dimension because we got to be continued. I mean, technically, that might be what's happening. It could be. We don't know.
The door to the basement. Her voice.
Who's there?
She sounds.
Don't let it fool.
Hey, I think I'm here to kill you. Just checking in on you. No, continue downstairs.
You're still listening to reason.
Here for now.
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy cheese. Focus on the task.
And there you are.
Yeah, I'm here to kill
Are
you.
you here to kill me or something?
Stab.
You step forward. You're.
Oh? No, I'm probably chained up in... So, you should...
Do you hear the She's unarmed.
Slay the princess.
You lunge forward without a... You feel flesh easily give way and look down to see your blade already sinking deep into her heart.
Oh, this is it. isn't it?
I did it.
I'm almost
Did I,
embarrassed.
though?
I should have seen that
Right in
coming.
between double.
But I have to
The perfect
wonder,
spot. It's like there's a slot for it.
do you actually believe this?
There it is again. That raid. Yes, but it's over, isn't it?
But is it over? Really over?
I'm not sure. I feel like she has to have some kind of trick up her sleeve.
It's over. You could check her sleeves
Doesn't
if you
have
want, but I can assure you
really.
that there's nothing hidden up there.
We should make sure. What's the harm in checking for a pulse?
I really don't think you should do that.
And why shouldn't we? Is there something you're not telling us?
I've told you everything that's happened with complete accuracy. The princess is dead. Your blade pierced her heart. There's no coming back from that.
Let's check for a pulse.
You lean down and place your hand against her neck, holding your breath as you search for a pulse, even though you know you're not going to find one. We definitely won't if you keep talking. I'm sorry, do you want her to be alive? You just saved the entire world from annihilation.
You
Why
still
are
haven't
you
told me
suddenly
why.
trying to call that into question?
Uh-oh.
What was that? You know what that was. That was the sound of a heartbeat, followed by another, and another.
She's alive.
I guess I won't be dying alone after all.
Oh, okay.
Something sharp digs into
She
your
stabbed
side,
me.
the shock of it sending your nerves into a pained frenzy. Quick, let's get out of here.
She stabbed me again.
It's too late for that now. You collapse to the ground as the more
I got an achievement, manifesting a gun for my enemy to kill me with.
Between your ribs. As you fall, she falls with you, exhausted by the effort, the little life that was left in her eyes fading rapidly.
An eye for an eye. A life for a life. I guess we're even now. See you around.
Okay.
You were so
Oh, she's dead.
close. Why did you hesitate? It doesn't matter. At least you managed to take her with
Did
you.
I, though?
Whatever that's worth. Everything goes dark, and you die.
Achievement unlock. The real Slay the Princess starts here. It's a picture of you died. Like a dark soul. Oh. Chapter 2, you say?
You're on a path in the woods. And
Huh.
at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin
That wasn't an
is a
ending.
princess. You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end.
I
of
feel
the
like you've
world.
already told me this. Yeah, I'm getting a terrible sense of deja vu. But I died. What am I doing here?
I can assure you that you're not dead. And to answer your second question, you're here to slay the princess. I literally told you that a second ago. If he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way.
The narrator doesn't remember.
Are we sure we don't want to turn
Voices
around
are
and hightail
flinching.
out of here? I really don't want to be stabbed to death again.
It's the being of that we were.
Stabbed to death? Well, you won't have to worry about that. The princess is unarmed. But that's exactly what you told us last time. You said this whole thing would be easy, but after we sank our blade into her heart, she just got up and started stabbing us. Calm down. I assure you she has no weapons. So there's no reason to fear her. You were made for this job. You'll do just fine.
Let's assume I'm telling the truth, and all of this did happen. Why should I listen to you? Why should I bother doing anything?
Those are two very different questions, but fine. I'll indulge you if that's what it takes to get you moving. Let's say for a moment that this really is the second time you've met me, or at least a version of me. You died last time, which probably only happened because you didn't listen to me.
I mean, that's technically true.
We mostly listened to you. How are we supposed to know she'd spring back to life? If she sprung back to life in this hypothetical scenario, then clearly you didn't slay her.
No, I did. She was dead, and then she got up, and then she stabbed me, and then she died again.
But congratulations, you've been given a chance to actually do this right. And I believe your other question was something along the lines of, oh, what's the point of doing anything? If you're asking that, it sounds to me like you're making the rather dangerous assumption that your actions last time around didn't have any
I
consequences.
mean, we're back again, so, Yeah, that's a consequence.
What do you mean? Of course there weren't any consequences. We stabbed the princess stabbed us, and now everyone's right back to where they started.
Is it though?
Consequence-free to me. Yes, but in this purely hypothetical scenario, that begs the question of how you got back here. Did time simply rewind itself, or were you instead transported to a different world entirely? Had you failed to slay the princess, what would have happened to everyone in the place you left? Who cares what happened to everyone else? We should do what we can to save ourselves, and just get out of here. You do realize that everything and everyone includes you, right?
But I can go back in
Turn around
time.
and leave. You're
I'm
doing
like
yourself
Sigma.
as well as everyone else. We were so close to finishing the job last time. She can't get the job once twice. If we're careful, we should be fine.
Papa, Papa, Papa. I appreciate it regardless, Hope. How was the rune facting? I didn't even realize you were still streaming, I'll be honest. I thought you'd finished before. But yes, hello. Hello, Hope and Raiders. We slayed the princess! And then we slayed the princess again, but she got up and stabbed us, and now we're in a time loop.
That's the spirit. Just keep that stiff upper lip, and you'll save the world in no time at all.
Let's talk about this princess.
Just be quick about it.
Killed each other last time. How can I make sure that doesn't happen again? All she did last time was stab me to death. How can someone like that in the world?
She just can. But she's still only a princess. You're fully up to the task you've been given, so long as you remember that.
Who locked her in the basement? What is this place?
People locked her in that basement.
What
I
people?
told you what this place is. It's a path in the woods.
Okay, but
Don't overcomplicate
No, I
things.
need more information than this. If people locked her away, why couldn't they slay her? Why is this falling on me?
Look, I'm not supposed to say this, but
I'm special.
you're special.
Thank
You're
you.
the only person capable of doing this. Call it a prophecy, if that helps, but it's just the way things are. Oh, I didn't know we were special. Of course you're special. Why else would you be here?
Oh, because I'm playing a video game?
Being special didn't stop us from getting killed last time.
It's true. You're being cagey. What aren't you telling me?
I've told you everything you need to know. Going
That's
into more detail
not
just
the right
overcomplicate an
answer.
otherwise very simple situation
No.
will make your job more difficult.
When I killed her last time, I got happy.
You didn't tell us about her knife last time.
Did she have a knife?
That's because she's unarmed. And more than that, it's because there wasn't a last time.
So we killed each other last time. How are we gonna make sure that doesn't happen this time around?
Like I said, if she killed you, it was probably because you didn't listen to me. Don't talk to her, don't trust her, just go in, do your job, and save the world.
The knife was still in her chest and she still stabbed? Yeah, she didn't use my knife.
And don't get stabbed.
So how'd she
Please?
stab me? Alright.
Great. Now, if you don't mind, the whole world is waiting with bated breath for you to save it from ruin.
Alright. Let's go. Let's get her again.
A warning. She will lie. No, we can't go in there. Do either of you feel sick? Because I feel sick just thinking about that place. We're going to die again, and I bet it's going to hurt.
It'll be fine.
It's good to be careful, but you're really not helping with all that talk about death and dying. Agreed. Just ignore that clown and stay focused.
Alright, into the cabin. Do we still just have a knife, or do we have a new weapon?
The interior of the cabin is a jagged mess.
This
of
is a little
warped and
different.
broken boards, their splintered edges as uninviting as shattered glass. The only furniture of note is a pointed table with a pristine blade perched on its edge.
This is a little different.
The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
Let's approach the mirror. This is a whole different cabin than last time.
Very different. Maybe that's because you haven't actually been here. I hope this means you'll finally drop that ridiculous past life nonsense. You haven't died, and you certainly haven't been killed by the princess.
I don't know. I think we might have been killed by the princess.
So focus up. A lot's riding on this.
You didn't say anything about the mirror on the wall.
That's because there isn't a mirror.
It's right there!
There's a table, the blade sitting
Right
on
there!
the table, and the door to the basement. There's nothing else in here. There's definitely a mirror. There isn't.
There is!
To stop arguing. It's stressful enough in here without all of this noise.
I don't care. I care. I want to look at myself. I want to see how handsome I am.
I care less about that and more about whether we're being lied to.
Are we the
If he's
princess?
willing to lie about something as innocuous as a mirror, what else is he hiding from us?
Are we the princess now?
I'm not lying to you. Use your eyes. There is no
It's
mirror.
right there!
Why would I lie about something so
I don't know.
meaningless?
Stanley got lied
What
to a
good would
lot.
it even do?
I'm gonna take the blade,
You take the blade from... Okay.
and now we're gonna approach the mirror.
You walk up to the wall next to the basement door. It's a wall. There isn't much to see here. This really isn't funny.
Wipe the mirror clean.
Reach forward
Yeah, our
and rub your
hands,
hand against the cabin
funky.
wall. I hope you know how ridiculous you look right now. But it was there a second ago.
Oh, there's no mirror now.
And now it's gone. For the love of everything, can we just get this over with already? All this waiting is killing me.
What if I'd approached it without the knife? Well, I knew we had spindly hands because our mouse was like
The door to the
spindly.
basement creaks open, revealing what must once have been stairs. The fractured slats look as if they've been torn from their source and violently jammed into the wall. The air seeping up from below has an almost metallic quality to it, like the smell of fresh blood. And you can hear what sounds like the rhythmic scraping of metal coming from down below. If the princess lives here,
Rhythmic?
slaying her would probably be doing her a favor.
I don't know.
That's right! Scraping! I told you she has something! I told you! That sound could be anything. It's probably just her chains dragging across the floor. I am begging you to get out of your head. Her grating voice carries up the stairs.
I hope you've come to rescue me. I've been stuck down here forever.
It's a slightly different, more distorted voice than last time.
Something wrong with that voice. I can hear her bloodlust.
Oh,
As you descend the final
she's still
step,
pretty.
the
That's a
form of the
different princess, though.
comes into view, her sharp eyes following you from across
Also,
the room.
like, this is a whole ass hallway now.
I wonder if she remembers us.
Finally, somebody, quick.
Is this
get
the
me
same
out of
princess?
these
She looks
chains.
different.
We're not safe here.
We're not falling for it. She's tricking us. Can't you hear that threatening edge to her voice? She just wants us to get close, to let our guard down. Then it'll all happen again. If she sounds threatening, it's because her mask is already slipping. She knows why you're here. You are armed, after all.
What are you waiting for? You are here to rescue me, right?
Oh! The razor! So that's oh, she's the razor. Oh. Okay, well I guess I guess that's the end of that line. I mean, this is just a demo, so there might not actually be that much to it. So we might be playing Zero Time to Limit tonight, but I got more to do. There's more things to do. There were no real choices in that one.
You're on a path in the woods. You're here to...
Wait. Okay. Alright, have you considered maybe I'm okay with the world
Of course
ending?
I haven't. Why would I even...
We're gonna be friends with the
Nobody
princess
wants
this time.
the world to end. I mean, maybe some people do, like nihilists or very, very evil people. But
How do you know I'm not one of
surely
those?
you're not one of those.
You don't know that. Can someone else do it? Forget this. I'm not doing it. No. Let's. Oh, okay. Thanks for telling me what to do.
Don't mention it. It's
We're
all
not
part of the
gonna.
joke.
We're gonna save the princess.
You make your way up the short path to the cabin. you'll find the princess.
I always support siding with world-ending princesses.
A warning, before you go any further. She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her. Don't believe a word she says.
We're not going to go through with this, right?
She's a princess. We're supposed to save princesses, not slay them. Ignore him. He doesn't know what he's talking about.
Proceed to the cabin.
The interior of the blade.
Alright. You know what? Let's go in without the blade. No weapon. We're here to help her.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase faintly illuminated by an unseen light in the room below. This is an oppressive place. The air feels heavy and damp, a hint of rot filtering from the ancient wood. If the princess really lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor. Her voice softly carries up the stairs.
Hello? Is someone there?
Hi.
It's hypnotizing. It's the kind of voice you only have to hear once to remember it for the rest of your life.
Don't let it fool you. It's all part of the manipulation. You're playing a dangerous game by
No,
coming
I know what I'm doing. Don't worry about it. I'm here to. I'm here to save you.
How many times do I have to tell you how dangerous?
I love when there are two options that are the same, except one has lie in front of it.
Wait, really? You're here to rescue me? I was starting to think I'd be stuck down here forever. Come downstairs. I want to see the face of my rescuer.
Hello, princess.
Walk
Hello,
down the stairs
Razor.
and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall.
I feel like she should be bound on both sides.
She's beautiful. How could someone like this be a threat to anyone?
I am begging you to stay focused. There's a lot riding on you here.
Hi. I can't believe you're here. I've been waiting for something like this to happen forever. I hope you brought something to deal with these chains.
Yeah, maybe.
Don't do it. If she gets out of those chains, we're all one step closer to the end.
Hold on. Let's talk a bit first. No. I'll see what I can do. Let's get over there and help her.
Only making this more difficult.
I'm not listening to you. Stanley
you.
taught me.
Thank
Stanley
you.
taught me better than this.
You're making a huge mistake.
You're making a huge mistake.
No, you're doing the right thing.
Maybe she'll kiss me or something.
You walk up to the chains binding the princess to the wall and give them a tug. They're large and heavy, far too solid for you to even imagine trying to break them apart.
I'm guessing you don't have the key?
Maybe it's somewhere upstairs. Doubtful. Whoever locked the princess away down here intended for her to never see the light of
Look at these big cute eyes. How could she be a threat to
her
anyone?
chains somewhere in the cabin.
If you don't have the key, do you have any? I'm going to check upstairs. Maybe the key's lying around somewhere up there. And if not, maybe I can at least find something to break you free.
Okay. I'll be here. Good luck.
I'll be right back.
You attempt to make your way out of the basement, but the door at the top of the stairs slams
Huh.
shut. You hear the click of a lock sliding.
Well, that's
into
weird.
place.
Is someone else here?
It's just wood, though. Explorer, try
You
the
try
door.
the door, but it's locked from the outside.
Hey, let me out of
Your
here.
shouts and pleas are met with silence. You're here to slay the princess, and you won't leave until the task
No, I'm
is
here to
done.
save the princess. Alright, well, I guess we're going back down.
You make your way to the bottom of the stairs. This would have been so much easier if you'd just taken the blade like you were supposed to. Easier for whom? Easier for everyone. Look at the mess you're in.
Wonder if I have other options for this if I take the blade.
I heard the door slam. They locked you down here too, didn't they?
There's a slight panic rising in the princess's voice.
If I could just get out of these chains, I know we could force our way out of here together.
She barely
Oh!
hesitates before raising her arm to her mouth, her teeth tearing through her limb with the determination of a trapped wolf.
Well, okay.
As she rips her flesh from her bone, a sound comes from behind you.
This is a little
The
different.
clang of bouncing metal. It's the blade from upstairs. You're not sure how it made its way down here, but if there's a time to strike, it's now.
No,
we could use it to free her.
we could use it to free her.
You won't like what happens if you do that.
You don't know that. Who are you? I'm saving the princess.
Fine. Against your better judgment, you place the blade against the ragged, self-inflicted wound on the princess's arm.
Hey,
just
look,
above
there's
the
blood on my
unyielding
blade
chain
now.
Binding her to this place. Cut into her flesh.
I'm sorry.
The blade is sharp.
Oh!
It takes little effort to crack through the bone of her arm. Her limb falls to the ground, and the heavy chains follow suit.
Is this like...
She didn't so much as utter a sound through the whole ordeal.
do you, like, should I get you a Band-Aid? I got a Hello Kitty Band-Aid. Do you want it?
No, she didn't. She smiles softly as her gaze
Oh, look how
meets
cute
yours.
she is.
Blood
Look at
from
this.
her
This
wounded
couldn't
arm
be
dripping
mean.
rhythmically to the ground.
Yeah, just stick the Hello Kitty Band-Aid on there.
How is she still smiling after everything? It's like she isn't even bothered by what just happened.
Yeah, but don't you have a friend?
Thank you. Now let's get out of here.
Yeah, let's go. I got a knife now.
We won't have any of that. The stakes are too high. You can't just let her escape into the world. No. I can't just let her escape into the world.
You can't stop me.
As the princess approaches the bottom stair, your
No!
body steps forward and raises the blade. Wait, this isn't fair. You can't just do that. Watch me.
Princess, run!
What are you doing?
Warn her.
Stop that.
Something's come over you, hasn't it? You know you don't have to do this, right?
Your body lunges forward,
oh no.
the blade held low, ready to sink into her heart.
Run away, princess.
But the princess dodges,
Run!
stumbling back against the wall before the
What's
blade
up with
has
your
jolted
hand?
her.
Where Beastie Man?
Stop it. Stop trying to resist.
No!
I'm
I'm
to
gonna
get you out
save
of
the
here
princess. Resist.
alive. The blade. Move the blade.
No, we're gonna save the princess.
As your body remains frozen in stubborn resistance, the princess takes a cautious step forward.
We both know this isn't you.
Yeah, it's not me. It's the narrator.
She nervously reaches towards you
Yeah.
and takes the blade from
There
your
we go.
infuriatingly rigid hands. What are you
I'm
doing?
saving the princess.
I'm sorry. I'll try to be quick.
Oh, she's gonna kill me now.
She plunges it into your chest, tearing through flesh and skin.
Oh.
It is agony.
Well, I mean, I guess I am being controlled by a mysterious outer god force, so this probably is better for all of us.
Oh no, I'm so sorry.
Stay strong. We can tough it out until it's done. For her sake. For her sake?
Yeah.
Don't you start pretending that dying a painful death is some sort of...
You literally
heroic
said
gesture.
it was in the previous
Literally
one.
doomed everyone. Whatever. She sinks the blade into your chest again and again and again, and you feel every inch of burning pain that slices its way into your body.
I'm sorry.
She doesn't know how to use a knife, does she? Apparently not. Though it doesn't matter how sloppy her knife work is, does it? A stab wound is still a stab wound, and it won't be long before you bleed out.
But what if I don't bleed out?
I'm so sorry.
With
It's
one
okay as
last
long
thrust
as the
of
pretty
knife,
lady
your
lives.
legs give out beneath you. You collapse
Like,
to the
okay,
floor,
like
your
take
blood
my
pooling
arm and
around
like
you,
put it
your
onto
limbs
yours so that you have
unresponsive.
another arm again.
The princess stares down at your ruined chest as tears carve rivulets of pink down her blood-spattered cheeks.
It can't just end like this, right?
No, we're gonna get the round 2 now.
Oh, that's rich coming
Oh,
from you.
look at her.
As much
She's
as I
so
prefer
sad.
for things to have gone differently, I can't deny the reality of what's happened. The two of you made your choice. It's over. Everything goes dark. And you die.
No, I don't. The damsel. She's gonna be a
You're on a
different
path
legendary
in
princess.
the woods. And at the end of that path is a cabin.
So I assume for the full
And in
game,
the basement of that cabin,
like each of these are gonna be
is
their
a
own routes.
princess.
And there's probably we're gonna have to find like every different princess.
You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Oh, you bastard, you're in for it now. I'm wise to your tricks.
My tricks? What on earth are you talking about? We just met for the first time.
No, you killed me. Well, technically the princess killed me, but you killed me.
If he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way.
Alright, what's our new voice gonna be this time?
Yes, he didn't approve of us last time, did he? If we're going to save our beloved...
Yeah, pretty lady.
Our beloved? Yes, you'll have to be very sneaky about your intentions if you're going to try and save the princess.
Oh.
Ah, so all of the cards are on the table. Then you should know that we and the princess are in love.
True.
And the four of us will be foiling any and all
Wait, what do you mean
assassination
4 of
attempts
us?
you've got in the works.
Well, I guess me, the hero, the smitten, and the princess.
We'll see about that.
I guess that
Whatever
is
you do,
4,
just
yeah.
Be sure to ignore him specifically. It sounds like he's the sort who'd sacrifice the whole world for a peck on the cheek.
I did literally posit that as an option.
What can I say? A world without love is a world that isn't worth saving.
True. Let's I'm telling the truth. Why should I listen to you? Why should I bother? Well, I did that last time, but let's do this again, I guess.
What do you mean? Of course there weren't any consequences.
Wait, hold on.
You
What'd the smitten say? I begged. Okay, that's the same thing that. You were the one who did us in, villain. Oh, I wonder why. Maybe it's because the entire world is at stake. Princess good.
Yes, but in this, if it's the latter, what do you think the people there lived happily ever after? Or do you think that the princess, left unhindered, brought about the end
I don't know,
to everyone
like,
and everything?
you
just like I
haven't-
told you she would.
You haven't, like, told us why she's gonna end the
would
world.
Never. She's a perfect angel that you cruelly imprisoned as part of some convoluted, dastardly scheme.
Yeah, dastardly.
Convoluted. I don't know how this premise could be any more simple. Princess bad, stop her, say.
Let's talk about the princess.
Just be quick about it.
The only reason she was able to kill me last time was because I let her. She could barely hold a knife. How is she supposed to end the world?
She just can. Believe me, I wish I could tell you more, but you'll just have to trust
No,
what I'm saying.
I don't trust you. You got me killed last time.
Fully up to the task that's been given to you. Maybe it's her beauty that
Oh,
threatens
true.
the world.
All the world leaders are just too enamored by her, and they'll all die they'll kill each other to get with her.
Sure, it's her beauty. Why not? And before you ask, no, we can't just keep her down there. If you don't slay her, she's going to find a way out. It's unfortunate, I know, but it's just the way it is.
Who locked her in the basement? What is this
People
place?
locked her in that
Okay,
basement.
that was last-
I
this
told
was
you
the same
what
as
this
last
place
time.
is. It's a park.
People locked her. Why wouldn't they? Because we're special.
Of course you're... Calling us special isn't going to make us friends, even if it did feel nice. Oh, believe me, the last thing I want is for you and I to be friends. But I'm a professional, and I'm not going to let my dislike for you get in the way of helping
I
you
hope
save
the
the
narrator is a form of the princess in the final game.
world. I've told you everything you need. Not to sound like a broken record, but the less you know...
Alright,
Great.
well, let's go. I'm with them. I'm gonna find a way to save her from
That's
the
right.
cabin.
You can't stop all of us. We're going to sweep her off her feet if it's the last thing anyone does. Are these really the sorts of people you'd like to align yourself
Yeah.
with? You're not at the cabin yet. You still have plenty of time to reflect on
I've
the
made my
situation.
decision.
I just hope for all our sakes that you make the right call.
I do. The rightest of calls.
A warning, she will lie. We already told you we're not playing along with your little game.
Yeah.
It's your lies that can't be trusted. Her beauty is the only thing in the world we can believe in. I think we've already been over this. I'm pretty sure he just likes the sound of his own voice.
Just like with Stanley.
I do, but I also speak from the heart. My passions are too great to be stifled. They must be expressed.
The smitten reminds me of Spica, and I like that.
Sure,
I miss Spica.
yeah, your passions are strong and all, but not everyone needs to hear them.
I miss
Things
Virgo.
are better kept quiet. Don't pay their bickering any mind. Focus on the task ahead.
Proceed into the cabin.
The interior of the cabin is clean and elegant. Its stone
This
walls
is different.
draped in
Wait, why? How is
fine-threaded
it? How is it a
tapestries.
cabin if it's
A
stone?
prison befitting a royal prisoner. The only furniture of note is an ornate wooden table with a pristine blade perched on its edge. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
Approach the mirror. You didn't say anything about the mirror. Let's just go to the mirror.
You walk up to the wall next to the basement door. What are you talking about? This isn't a wall. It's a mirror. Or at least it'll be a mirror once we wipe off that layer of grime.
Is it gone again?
Reach forward and rub your hand against the cabinet.
It is gone again.
I hope you
It
know
looks
how
more
ridiculous
here
it is.
this time than last time.
But there was a mirror a second ago, and now it's gone. Pity. We could have a feather out of place, and now we'll never know. We can't gallantly sweep her off her feet.
Is the hero's name
Feather out of
Stanley?
place.
I'm referencing the Stanley parable in which it was the narrator versus Stanley, but not really versus. But yes, you know what? Where's Stanley? This is what happens to Stanley at the end of a Stanley parable. No blade, no knife. We saved the princess.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing an intricate stairwell. Gold-trimmed carpet glimmers in the light of the torches positioned along the walls. The basement almost seems welcoming in the dim firelight.
Yeah, because we're here to save her.
But it's still a stone basement. If the princess lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor. A soft voice carries up the stairs.
Hello? Is someone there?
Hello, dear princess.
Her voice. It's somehow even more beautiful than last time. I can hear wedding bells already.
And marriage is a construct of the patriarchy. I don't think we need that. But, I mean, you know what she wants.
I've held my tongue till now, but you're taking this a little too far. We barely even know the princess. We can still do right by her without all this over-the-top fawning. Yes, for everyone's sake, you're not in love.
You don't know that.
Just remember that her charms are all part of the manipulation.
Hey, Junpei would not appreciate you saying that about Akane.
You walk down the
She
stairs
is definitely
and lock
drawn
eyes with the
differently now.
princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall. My love, we're here to rescue you from your unjust and foul imprisonment. You know she can't hear you, right?
Right, only we can talk.
She may not be able to hear my words, but surely she can hear my...
I agree.
Oh, your spirit's plenty loud, all right.
I was so worried about you.
She remembers
You
me.
remember me, right?
The damsel. Oh, it's at the end of this. No, I need more. Oh, this game's gonna be so good when it all comes out. All right, let's get to the next one. Oh, this is a good demo. Okay. So yeah, the demo is basically setting
You're on
up.
a path
You get the
in
starts
woods,
to all the routes,
and at the end of that path,
and then the
is
full
a
game
cabin.
will obviously include the
in
actual
the
routes.
basement
But
of
it's
that
just
cabin
it's just enough of a
is a
tease
princess.
that I'm like, I need it.
You're
I need
here
it all.
to slay her. If you
All right. Let's leave.
seriously, you're
Yes.
just going to turn around and leave.
Let's get out of
Do
here.
you even know where you're going?
Doesn't matter. Fine. I'll slay the princess. Maybe I'll slay her. Maybe I won't. I definitely know where I'm going. Lie.
Somehow I doubt that, but fine. I suppose you just quietly continue down the path away from the cabin.
Yeah.
Good. What we're being asked to do here is wrong. Better to wash our hands of this whole situation than to take part in it. Ignore that annoying little voice. He doesn't know what he's talking about.
You don't know that. I think he knows what he's talking about.
That's strange. It looks like
Oh!
this path also leads to the cabin.
But
How convenient.
That-
Everything
that's
back
not
on
how
track
space
again.
works.
Maybe the world can still be saved after all.
no, I'm gonna leave. Turn around and leave again and leave again.
You're really keen on wasting everyone's time, aren't you? It's remarkably selfish, if you ask me. I've already outlined the stakes of the situation. If you don't do your job, everyone dies. Like, dies.
No, they'll be fine.
Forever.
You're not emotionally blackmailing me into doing this. Good. Maybe everyone should die. It's what they get for dumping me in the woods and asking me to kill someone for them.
When I said everyone, I meant everyone. That's a pretty large group to just condemn to death over a single instance.
Why haven't one of them do it?
And, last I checked, you're part of everyone too, so if you think about it, walking up to that cabin and slaying her is really in your best interests as well.
You don't know that. Oh. Oh,
Fine.
no, yeah, cool, we're leaving.
Turn around
Good.
and trek back
Let's get
down
outta
the path
here.
you came.
Let's go hang out with, like, Fi and Clover.
Oh, would you look at that? You're at the cabin again. Now, I'm not normally one for superstition or astrology, but I have to say, it seems like the universe itself is doing its best to bring you to your fated confrontation with the princess.
Well, like, but no, we must fight against fate. I challenge my fate. Oh yeah? Well, I guess I start walking in a different direction, again. In fact, I'm gonna just keep trekking through the wilderness until I find a way out of this place.
There's always a choice. Let me tell you right now that you're making the wrong one for pretty much everyone who's ever lived, as well as for everyone who ever will.
Well, but how do I know you're telling me the truth unless I challenge it and walk away? If everyone dies, then
And
you'll be
here we
proven
go.
right.
As
It's
you
that
trudge
simple.
into the woods, something strange starts to happen. At first, it's little flickers out of the corner of your eyes. Glimpses of familiar wooden structures through the leaves.
The music's corrupted.
But as you focus
Oh!
on your surroundings, you start to realize that those flickers weren't just a trick
Are
of
these
light.
all the different endings, or is it just... No, get back in there.
In every
Oh.
direction, there is a path and a cabin. And not just a cabin, the cabin. An infinite fractal of paths and cabins, desperately
Oh.
trying to draw you back to where you need to be.
But
Wait,
what if I need to go
what's
home?
going on?
Well, I left the oven on. My burgers are gonna burn.
You're too stubborn for that, aren't you? It doesn't matter how many paths or cabins appear around you, you're just going to do whatever you can to shirk your responsibility because you care more about irritating me than you do about the fate of the world.
I am Stanley.
You've doomed us all, you know that, right? But of course you do. Otherwise you wouldn't just wander off into the forest in search of certain death.
13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Well, there's like 18 princesses now, and you told me I only had to slay one. I'm not... listen, I'm only gonna do the job that you're paying me for, and you're only paying me for one, not 18.
You lose track of just how long you spend aimlessly tromping through the wilderness. But it's not like any of that time spent lost in the woods really matters, because it isn't long before the world ends and everyone dies.
Yay! The stranger.
You're on
Ooh,
a path.
This
in
is
the
different.
woods,
There's a wall.
and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess. You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Well, but the world just ended and we're still here, so... Wait, hasn't this already happened? Okay, no. You weren't kidding. She actually ended the world last time, didn't she? What the hell is this? Oh, you bastard, you're in for it now. I'm wise to your tricks. I died! The whole world ended. What am I doing here? These walls weren't here last time. Alright, wait. So first, I want to do, okay, no.
Oh, don't you start grandstanding about morals. The fate of the world is at risk right now, and the life of a mere princess shouldn't stop you from saving us all.
If he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way.
I don't know. I think it's
The
more fun if you know what we're
contrarian.
thinking. He's like a captive audience. The entire world ending wasn't enough to get rid of us. I don't think there's much he can do other than object. I wonder what else we can do to ruin his day. If by ruining my day, you mean ruining everyone's day.
It's the essence of
Then
Stanley.
yes, I suppose there are plenty of ways you could pull that off.
The world really did end last time, didn't it? We should be careful. For all we know, we just got lucky.
The world hasn't ended yet. And you are never going to slay her with that attitude. Stuff those pathetic little voices to the back of your mind
No.
and stay focused on the task.
Stuff your
at
voice
hand.
back of your mind. The walls weren't here last time.
What are you talking about? I'm sure those walls have always been there. Makes sense if you think about it.
It does.
If there weren't any walls in the woods, someone might have gotten lost. Or, heaven forbid, someone other than you might have
You'd
stumbled
think
onto
if
the
the princess was as bad that, like, there would be some level of thing around it besides cabin. Okay, yep. Heading to the cabin now, where I'm definitely going to slay the princess.
You know I can tell when you're lying, right?
That's cheating!
Please take this
Why can you see my
seriously.
lie options?
I am begging you. A warning before you go any further. She will lie, she will cheat, and she
You're
will
the
do
one
everything
lying.
in her power to stop you from slaying her. Don't believe a word she says. If we're stuck going in there, maybe we should believe her. Maybe she isn't a liar.
Yeah, we don't know. We haven't even met her yet.
Ignore him. He's just being difficult for the sake of it. Let's keep an open mind.
Alright, proceed into the cabin.
The interior of the cabin is odd. The air smelling faintly of plastic, the wood of the walls fitting together at uncomfortable angles. The only furniture of note is a plain wooden table, its legs all the wrong length.
Are these uncomfortable
Perched
angles?
on that table
I'd call them like
is
right
a pristine
angles.
blade. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right. If he wants us to take it, maybe we should just leave it to collect dust, or better yet, grab it and throw it out the window.
Throw it out the
Good as-
window.
I, for one, would rather have it. We don't really know what we're dealing
No,
with
throw it out
here.
the window.
I've already told you what you're dealing with. You're dealing with a princess. How many times do I have to explain this incredibly simple and straightforward premise?
You don't know anything about the mirror.
Ooh, we should look at ourselves. Wouldn't that be fun? You won't be looking at yourself because there isn't a mirror. There's the table, the blade sitting on the table, and the door to the
I
basement.
want to know what
There's
the
nothing else
mirror
in here.
does, though.
There's definitely a mirror. There isn't.
There is. It's right there.
You insisting it isn't there just makes me want to look at it even more.
I did that one already. Why would you lie to us about that? What's the point?
Exactly. Why would I lie about something so meaningless? What good would a mirror even do? That you waste time preening yourself instead of doing what needs to be done?
Approach the mirror.
You walk up to the wall next to the basement door. It's a wall. There isn't much to see.
No, there's a mirror here.
This really isn't funny. You reach
it's
forward
gone
and
now.
rub your hand against the cabin wall. I hope you know how ridiculous you look right now.
I look like a darken.
But it was there a second ago, and now it's gone. You know that taking the mirror away from us isn't going to change things, right? We'll find it again, then we'll see whatever it is that you don't want us to see.
So that makes me think that in one of the endings, the mirror is going to be a thing. Alright, let's take the blade.
You take the blade from the table. It will... Okay, fine, you took the knife. But you really shouldn't hold it like that. Then how are we supposed to hold it? The other way. Thumb at the bottom. Will look much cooler and more serious if we hold it with our thumb at the bottom.
Thumb at the bottom. Why?
It really doesn't matter how you hold the blade, as long as you have it.
Why did he... I guess
Just make a
he wants
choice.
us to reverse grip it. I'll hold the blade the other way.
Switch your grip on the blade. Congratulations.
Yeah. 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 Alright, now throw it out the window.
Isn't this so much better?
I like the
Okay,
contrarian.
fine. You're right. This does look a lot better. It really doesn't matter. Just get on with it and deal with the princess already.
Throw the blade out the window!
Ah, yes! Do it! Seriously?
Yeah! I got an achievement.
Throw
I
the blade
can't
at the
believe you actually did
Glass
that.
shattering as it flies out into the night. I suppose you'll just have to deal with the princess without a weapon. Can't believe you actually did it. We'll be fine. Don't worry about it. What's the worst that could happen?
Yeah,
The world
what's the
ends.
worst that could
Been
happen?
there, done that.
Brew.
What's done is
We
done.
have already been there, done
Good
that.
luck. Hit.
Alright, into the basement.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase built from an unidentifiable and featureless material.
Like marble?
The steps barely seem to fit together, and upon closer inspection, they barely seem to go anywhere at all, let alone down.
There's an end right there.
The air here has an almost artificial quality to it, the scent of plastic from the cabin mingling with a cocktail of chemical odors.
Okay.
If the princess really lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor. Her voice carries up the stairs, its multi-tonal lilt
We haven't
adding to the
even actually
already
met her
uneasy
yet.
atmosphere.
Oh.
Is someone there?
Well, that's different.
This isn't what I expected her to sound like. What is she?
Well, she's not a princess, that's for sure. She is a princess. Don't let your imagination run wild.
What do you mean imagination? I'm hearing her. Hi.
Is that company? We don't remember the last time we had company.
It takes you a moment to orient yourself before you're able to start moving forward.
She have like multiple
As you
heads?
enter the next room, the form of the princess comes into view, her wrist bound to the far wall in heavy shackles.
Is it? I don't think it is, actually.
She locks eyes with you.
Oh, dear.
One moving a little faster than the other, the loose skin of her face stretching into something resembling a smile.
Alright, this is by far the creepiest it has been so far.
Holy shit.
If we knew she'd be like this, maybe we wouldn't have tossed that knife out the window.
Why are you just standing there? Are you scared of us?
Oh! I don't know about that one. I don't know about that one. I don't know about that one. I don't know about that one, guys.
Your Honor, you're here.
Alright, what do we got now? What are our options for this one? Okay, thanks for telling me. Silently continue to the cabin.
You make your warning. We're not gonna go. Ignore him. The interior of the blade.
Alright, let's take the blade.
You take the blade.
Let's enter the basement.
The door to the basement. Her voice.
Who's there?
She sounds. Don't let it fool you.
Hi!
Don't be a stranger. It's been so long since I've had any visitors. Come on down.
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement. She's so coldly beautiful. Focus on the task at hand.
And there you are. Are you here to kill me or something?
That's what the voice inside my head is telling me. Nuh-uh. I haven't decided yet.
How about you drop the knife and the two of us just talk?
Sure.
Look how reasonable she's being. We should just drop the blade and talk things out. Don't you dare.
I mean, I'll hold on to it, but like,
It's
I'll sit
fine.
down and talk
We
to
can
her.
decide what we want to do after we talk to her. Maybe she really is a monster. Killing someone in cold blood isn't very becoming of us.
Let's hold on to it.
You ignore the trembling in your hands and tighten your grip on the blade.
You poor thing. Your hands are shaking. Are you scared of me? Because you should be.
You step forward, your grip on the blade tightening as you steal.
No, but I want to talk to her.
I'm probably chained up in this basement for a reason, right? And if that knife is the only weapon you have, you'll have to get close enough to use it. So, you should just drop it. Best not to risk finding out what I can do.
He's trying to gaslight me
Do you hear
again.
the conviction in her voice? Do you see the razor sharpness in her gaze? I don't think she's bluffing. She's unarmed. If you hesitate now, it'll be too late. End this.
No. Sorry, can we just talk?
You're so close. Don't give up. You've come this far.
No, I want to talk to her though.
No,
I want
this is
to.
a
I want to
good
learn
idea.
things.
Maybe we can de-escalate
Like,
things.
why is the world gonna end because of her?
Oh, threatened, are we? You poor thing. Drop the knife, and of course we can talk.
No. I'm not dropping the blade.
Then I'm not talking to you.
I guess we're at an impasse.
I guess we are.
For the love of everything, just slay her.
Oh, I'm here to talk to her.
Or drop the blade. Do something.
Sure you don't want to talk?
Yeah, I'm sure.
For goodness sake, the two of you can't just stand around like this forever.
Sure we can.
Eventually, something is going to give, and I highly recommend that you be the one to take the initiative here.
Oh, alright, I'll drop the blade.
The blade tumbles out of your trembling hands and drops to the floor with an unceremonious clang.
Thank you. Maybe now we can just talk.
Against your better judgment, you step forward to speak with the princess.
I don't know that we need to get this close.
Unarmed. We'll be fine. I don't know what you're hoping to accomplish here, but I can assure you there's no reasoning with her. Just make sure you don't forget about the blade on the floor. You're going to need it.
So here we are. What an awkward start to a relationship.
She's interested. Are you coming on to me?
Don't jump to any weird conclusions. We're two people who have met each other. By definition, we have a relationship.
I guess. You don't have to play hard to get, though. I'm here because you're going to end the world. There's people out there who think you're a threat to the world. What do you have to say to that?
Don't just tell her that.
That's cute. Do you believe that? Do you think I'm some sort of...
I mean, probably.
monster?
I've seen a few versions of you at this point.
If I'm supposed to be capable of ending the world, then how did I wind up
That's
here?
the question that
chained to
I
a wall?
asked, though.
Have they told you why I'm allegedly so... dangerous?
Deflect. What are you going to do if I let you out of here? I'm told enough. I was hoping you'd tell me. No, but I'm sure they have their reasons. No. No, if I'm honest, I'm more inclined to trust you than I am to trust them.
Sooner or later, you'll understand that I have your best interests at heart. Hopefully sooner.
How sweet. Now be a pal and help me get out of here, would you? We could figure out how to deal with them after I'm free.
Still have a few more questions.
Fine. What do you want to know?
What's your name?
She hesitates before answering.
You can address me as Your Royal Highness, or Her Majesty. Any honorific should do. Really.
No, what's your name?
Note the lack of detail. You can't trust her.
That is untrustworthy. How long have you been down here?
Too long.
That's not an answer.
Again, she offers no specifics. No matter how hard you try, you'll never get a straight answer out of her.
How would I get you out of here?
You can't. Don't bother.
I'm guessing you don't have the key then. I'm sure there's a key somewhere around here, and if there isn't, well, we can always put that knife to good use.
Her sharp eyes settle on the edge of the blade. She isn't suggesting what I think she's suggesting.
Well, we already did that
She
one,
is.
though.
I'm sure of it.
Okay, we've talked enough.
Oh, have you decided what to do with me?
Yeah.
You know why you're here.
Come here with a knife and expect her to be cooperative. Hey! Hey! I came down here without a knife last time, one of the times, and she bit her arm off. And keep you locked away down here, at least for a bit. We can know each other better while I decide what to do. Sure, keep her locked away. That's a different one.
That seems like a pretty good compromise. Leaving her alive is too risky. If you don't deal with her soon, she will find a way out.
Okay, well, I haven't killed her, so...
One way or
what do
another,
you think
I'm
why
going
she
to
can
find
kill
a way
me?
out of here. You can make it easier for both of us if you help. And if you don't, I can promise that you'll come to regret that decision.
You have to
So we
make a
have
choice.
no middle of the
Let's hope
road.
for
We gotta
all our
pick a
sakes
side,
it's
huh?
the right one.
I made my choice. I'm locking her in the basement.
I know you think this is a fair compromise, but it isn't. No one wins here. It's a chance we'll have to take. We can make this work. If we just stay here and keep watch, no one has to die.
You're making a mistake.
Probably.
You turn your back to the princess
and make your way to the stairs.
It won't be long before I slip these chains. And once I'm out of here, there will be hell to pay for leaving me behind.
Slip these chains? She can't, right? She needed our help to get out of here.
I mean, we are here to kill her. I feel like
she's bluffing.
I feel like if she wasn't in a position where she could get out, we could have just left her. We wouldn't have had to come kill her.
Either way, she dropped her mask, didn't she? You can still turn around and finish the job.
What a relief. I was afraid I'd already committed to not slaying her. No, we're sticking to the plan of locking her down here.
Death of all of us, but fine. Have it your way. You close the basement door, locking it behind you and quickly barricading it with the heavy wooden table that once held the blade.
I don't think that's gonna help.
Okay. We can make this work. You settle in against the far wall to watch the basement door. It isn't long before you start to drift off, your eyelids heavy with fatigue. But sleep doesn't come. Instead, your rest is broken by a piercing, wailing voice calling out to you from the other side of the door.
I know you're still there.
Oh!
Why don't you make things easier on yourself and let me out?
I don't know if I should do that.
It's not like this little door will hold for very long anyways. It's probably a good idea to try to get back on my good side.
She sounds terrifying. Like she's less of the princess you saw and more like something out of a nightmare. As she violently rattles the door, you do your best to shut her out of your mind.
When I get out of here, I'm going to pick you apart piece by piece. I won't forget what you did, and I'll never forgive
I mean, I didn't kill you. That should count for something, right?
You don't know the kind of enemy you've made tonight.
It doesn't sound like she's getting any weaker. No, it doesn't.
Let me all you want. All it does ease my guilty conscience. Well, that was an act, wasn't it? You're not really an innocent or harmless. You're not even a princess. You're a monster.
I can be innocent and harmless if I want to be. Teasing me with fresh air and a chance to finally live freely doesn't inspire me to play nice.
You put the princess's threats out of your mind as best you can and huddle up against the wall.
I feel like we should not go to sleep if she's actively pounding on the door and is probably about to get out. Yeah.
You jolt awake in the middle of the night to silence in the cabin.
What? Yeah.
The
What
ruckus has stopped,
did you expect?
and the door to the basement is ajar, its lock broken, and the table shoved out of the way. Where is she?
Thanks
Oh!
for helping me get out of that awful basement.
You're welcome!
You try and stumble to your feet, but as the princess draws near, it's as though your body simply stops working. It isn't all at once. The paralysis comes in
This is my favorite one so far.
First your toes go numb, and then your feet, and then your legs. You lie prone on the floor of the cabin, unable to do anything but witness her approach. Whose side are you on? Yours, of course. But I have a duty to uphold the truth. Lying about the facts of the situation doesn't change them.
So helpless. I can take my time with you, can't I?
You can do whatever you want to me. Now you're like a ghost lady. I'm into this.
She steps closer, one silent footfall at a time, cocking her head in curiosity as you feel your organs shutting down one by one.
I don't have those, though.
Or maybe I can't take my time with you. You don't look well. A little green around the gills. What a shame. If you'd only helped me get out of here, we could have done such wonderful things together.
Your lungs.
Don't worry, I
stop
did that
drawing
ending
breath,
already. We'll get
and
there
your
when
heart
like the
freezes
full
in
game
your
comes
chest.
out.
You have seconds left.
I'd say better luck next time. But we both know this is the end, don't we?
I mean, it's probably not actually. I'm probably gonna go around and then see you again and then like die.
It can't be. This can't actually be how everything ends. I'm sorry, but it is. Everything goes dark, and you die.
Kaboom! Chapter 2, The Nightmare.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess. You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
I still want to know how, like, she got captured in the first place. She's gonna kill me again.
Again? People don't die twice. You haven't even met the princess, and I hardly think she'd be capable of killing someone as skilled and courageous as yourself.
I don't know I showed skill or courage in that one.
If he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way.
Alright, who's our companion this time?
Shh.
The paranoid!
That's a very good question, little voice. What if he does hear you? Shit. I think you'll find yourselves very hard-pressed to keep any secrets from me. Not that it matters right now, because like I said, this is the first time we've met. Still, I'd rather not get off on the wrong foot. We've a world to save after
We've a
all.
world to save! Okay, we already did that. Oh, but I want to see what the paranoid will say.
Let's say for a moment you died last time. We couldn't trust either of you. As far as I'm concerned, we still can't.
I do agree with the paranoid there. I don't think either the princess or the narrator has my best interests at heart.
All we did was lock her away. And how'd that work out for you?
Oh, we died.
No comment. Well then, congratulations. You've been given another chance to actually do this right. And your solution is to send us back in there. Do you want us to slay the princess, or do you want the princess to slay us?
Ooh, conspiracy.
Obviously, I
like that
you
the
to
bush
slay
here looks
her.
like a little hand.
One of you poses a threat to the world, and the other doesn't.
You don't know that. You don't know that.
Anyways, I believe your other question was something along the lines of, what's the point? What do you mean? Of course there weren't any consequences. Speak for yourself. From my perspective, there were plenty of consequences. I'm never going to forget the way she just made us stop working.
Yeah, it's pretty frightening, actually.
And that's only scratching the surface. If what you said is true, it begs the question of how you got back here. Did time simply rewind itself, or have you found yourself in another world altogether?
I mean, we clearly have a personality from the previous worlds in all of these. So it's not just like rewinding. There is semblance of the previous existence. I think we're like overwriting a reality in that we are now choosing which form the princess will
think
take.
The people there lived happily ever after?
That's why
Or
she's
you think that the
she's
princess,
so
left
dangerous.
unhindered, brought
Because
back
she has
the
like
end to
infinite
everyone
possibilities
and
that
everything,
changes
just like I
depending
told
on
you she would.
what happens around it.
If she brought an end to everything and everyone, how are we supposed to stop her? What do you want from us? I want you to succeed. You'll find a way. You're the only one who can.
All right, well, let's talk about
Just
this
be quick
princess.
about
Hold on, I need this. Okay, just being around her at the end shut down all my organs. What the hell am I supposed to do about that?
Like I said, if she killed you, it was probably because you didn't listen to me. Don't talk to her, don't trust her, just go in, do your job, and save the world.
That is one of my favorite Adam Savage quotes, Waddle. I reject your reality and substitute my own. It's great. Yeah, the narrator's very sus. To quote you from last time, she's just a princess. How can you possibly justify saying that? She's clearly something far, far worse.
She is just a princess. Whatever you think happened to you last time, just get it out of your head
like a
before you
princess
get to
of
the cabin,
what?
and you'll be fine.
Being cagey, why aren't you
I
telling
told
me?
you everything you need to know. If you want us not to sound like a broken, he isn't telling us everything he knows because he doesn't trust us, which means that we can't trust him.
Ah, we're gonna vote betray on the narrator.
Stop talking yourself in neurotic circles and just get to the cabin already. No, you should do anything but that. We know what's waiting for us in that basement.
What if I do try? Oh, I can't leave.
Great. Now, if you don't,
Oh, I can turn around and leave. What happens if I try to leave now? I never have, actually. I mean, probably we'd just end up back towards the cabin. Let's proceed to the cabin.
a warning. She will. He doesn't.
Doesn't matter. Don't trust anyone. Now I might not realize he is the actual evil here and changes
The
things.
interior of the cabin is plain.
Since the princess
The
also
smooth
seems to
wood of
remember
the
past
walls
events.
almost featureless.
Maybe.
The only furniture of note
chair is
is
still
a lone
turned over.
table, knocked on its side in the corner of the room. A pristine blade stands between you and the open, inviting basement doorway. The blade is your implement, You'll need it if you want to do this right. Hold on. What happened to the door? There was a door here last time. It's just an empty frame. She's already gotten out, hasn't she? And she's ready for us. She's
probably is ready and waiting for us.
Feel her eyes on us. I'm going to need all of you to pull yourselves together. The princess has not already gotten out. But if you
I know I said it wrong. I realized it. Don't worry about it. It's a chair. Hey, a table can be a chair. A table can be a chair.
So deep breath in, deep breath out.
And a chair can be a table.
The task awaits, and only you can do it.
About the mirror, though.
You're right. I was so stuck on the eyes watching us that I didn't even notice it there. What are you two talking about? There isn't a mirror. There's a
oh, there are
sitting
eyes watching us.
Open doorway leading to the basement. There's nothing else in here.
He's not just paranoid. He's right.
There's definitely a mirror. There isn't.
There
We
is.
have to look at it. Unless that's what he wants us to do. And pretending it isn't there is a trick to get us to do exactly what he wants.
Alright, let's approach the mirror.
You walk up. It's really...
Wipe the mirror clean, it's gone.
Reach forward and rub your hand. Did he make it go away? Clearly there was something in there worth investigating if he wants it hidden.
The mirror's clearly going to be important to, like, the main game. Alright, well, let's take the blade.
You reach down and... Good. Is it gonna be enough, though? Couldn't you have given us something else? Something... I don't know. Better than a knife?
Can we have a bomb?
Can we have a bomb?
Playtime!
The blade is the only thing you need to finish your task. You're more than capable of pulling this off, so long as you don't lose faith in yourself. Those are the words of someone who knows he's sending us to our death.
The whole cabin's different than I remember it being.
Very different. He changed it, didn't he? It's like he's trying to make us doubt our reality. Calm down. Maybe the three of you just think everything is different because you haven't been here before.
I think he's right.
Enough
We
of this
haven't
past
technically
life
been here.
nonsense.
Although
Haven't
this
died,
being overturned
certainly
is
haven't been
suspicious.
killed by the princess. So focus up. A lot's riding on this.
Enter the basement. Oh!
Cross over the threshold
Aye.
and onto a series of isolated steps suspended in darkness.
This
More
is
eyes,
scary.
too. You never mentioned the eyes. The air seeping up from below reminds you of fresh lightning and static, as if you're descending into a place that isn't meant for a creature of flesh and blood. If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favor. Her cruel and playful voice prances up the stairs.
I didn't think you'd come back. We're gonna have a lot of fun, you and I.
Okay. I like fun.
We need a game plan. Last time we were here, just being close to her was enough to kill us.
How hard is it to throw a knife?
It can't be that hard, but then we'd lose our weapon. We'd have to make it count. Otherwise she'd be furious and we'd be defenseless. If a knife is even enough to do anything against something like her in the first place, it'll be enough.
And I'm gonna talk to her. We don't need a plan, I'm just going to kill her. Mr. Narrator seems to think I can do it. I don't know why you're all being so pessimistic right now. Yeah! Confidence!
Finally, a voice of reason. The rest of you should take notes. You know why I'm being a pessimist. I'm just asking questions. You make your way to the bottom of the stairs. As you emerge, you find yourself between two loose rows of white wooden planks suspended in nothingness. A smattering of cobblestones visible
Dude,
against
this
the
is really
inky black
creepy. I
of the
love
basement
this.
mark where the floor should
Oh, this is so
be,
cool.
forming pathways. At what she could be anywhere, and there's nowhere for us to hide. We're completely exposed. Are you really not going to comment on how weird this place is? No, I'm not. We're going to die down here.
We are going to die down here.
I want to die again. Please stop saying that. You're only going to make things worse. Just pick a direction and start moving.
I wouldn't give it too much thought if I were you. It doesn't really matter. Because either way you go, I'm going to find you.
But what if I find you first? Let me kiss. Go right.
You turn to the right. A faintly outlined path lies before you.
There you are.
I don't
I
think
told
she
you I was
wants
going
to kiss
find
me,
you.
actually. Can we go back to the damsel?
As the princess approaches, your legs suddenly go numb.
Ah, well, yeah, I mean, this is what happened last time.
Your arms quickly follow. This is it, isn't it?
And you brought your little knife with you again. Cute.
There has to be a way out of this. Think.
No, I think it's too late.
Pull yourself together. She isn't supposed to be like this.
This is the first time you said anything like that.
I wonder how many times I'll get to play with you before you break.
The Nightmare. Oh, that's gonna be a fun route. Unless it dies right there, or ends right there. That one and the damsel are the ones I'm most excited for right now, I think.
You're here.
Alright, let's get up there. Thanks, tell me what I need to do.
You make your way. We're not gonna...
Proceed into the cabin.
The interior of the blade.
Take the blade. Enter the basement. She did say she wonders how many times she gets to play with you before you break some, assuming constant dying. Ooh, maybe.
Her voice.
Who's there?
She sounds... Don't let it...
Just checking in.
It's been so long since anyone's come down here. I was starting to think they'd forgotten.
You walk down. She's so focused on the task.
And there you are. Are you here to kill me or...
Step forward.
Oh? No time. Probably chained up in this basement for a reason, right? So, you should just drop it.
Do you hear the... She's unarmed.
Slay the princess.
You lunge forward without a moment's hesitation. You feel flesh easily give way and look down to see your blade already sinking deep into her heart.
Oh, this is it, isn't it? I'm almost embarrassed. I should have seen that coming. But I have to wonder, do you actually believe this was enough to kill me?
There it is again. That... Yes. Even as... But it's over. But is it over?
Yeah, it's over. Of course it is. She's dead.
Exactly. It's over.
Alright, so we're gonna not be happy.
What do I
this
feel?
time.
You did kill someone, but that day...
Last time we did
opened
this,
the
we
cabin
listened to
door,
the narrator and
ready
we're
to
happy.
return to a world only... What happened? Everyone is fine. It's just that you and the cabin are now far away from them. Don't worry. You'll be safe here. This is good. Everyone is happy. You'll be happy.
That's bullshit. Let me out of here.
What's done is done. And there's no going back now. This is what's best for everyone. Trust me.
I don't trust you.
Time passes. You can't be sure. Hey.
Explorer, didn't you hear that? No, I don't. We're not. Hell no. How do we get out of here?
I do. But you're probably not going to like it.
Let's just kill
Blade.
ourselves.
We can use the blade to get out of this. I can hear everything you say, little voice. There's only one thing it would want you to use that blade on, and I'm afraid that thing is you, dear hero.
Yeah, but I got like the fake good
He's
end
right.
from this last time.
It's
so
the only way
It's the only
out.
way.
Do you hear that? It wants to take this happiness away from you. It wants this wonderful place to end. Do you not? There's more for us to do, and the only way for us to do it is to take that blade and use it.
Okay.
Don't you
Sounds
dare.
interesting. Wouldn't using the blade, kill us? Wouldn't we be dead?
How astute. You are absolutely correct. Using the blade to kill yourself would kill you, and you shouldn't
Wait,
do it.
killing myself would kill me? I don't know. That sounds a little sus, don't you
In
think?
a sense, we'd die, but looking at things from another angle, are we even really alive
It's a valid
anymore?
question.
This place, it's nothing. It's absolutely nothing. It's just the same thing, constantly, forever.
Because the princess is dead. She hasn't molded the world into anything yet.
I know this is out there, but trust me, I know using the blade will work. That little voice didn't want you to slay the princess. It didn't want you to be happy.
Better be right about this. I'll be pretty upset if we die. Anything to get the hell out of here. You're right. I didn't like that idea. I'm just going to stick around now. I'll be pretty upset if we die.
Die? You can yell at me all you want.
Good.
I made this happy little place for you. Is this not a good enough reward for saving the world?
No.
An eternity of bliss? You ingrate.
But I'm not. But how do
Fine.
you know I'm happy?
Whatever. For the first time since time stopped meaning anything, you throw open the door to the basement and walk down the stairs.
Oh,
The princess's body is dusty,
Skellington.
though the blade you used to slay her is still as pristine.
It's been a little while, huh?
You pick up the blade, you stab yourself, and you die.
Yay!
Nice knowing you.
We did it. Ooh, the specter.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement, you're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Oh, you're in for it now, you bastard. I'm wise to your tricks. I killed myself. What am I doing here?
I can assure you that you're not dead. And to answer your second question, you're here to slay the princess. I literally told you that a second ago.
If he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way. That's fine. It wasn't very hard to kill her last time. We'll just do it again.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, let's do it again.
Well, if for whatever reason you're going to insist that this has happened before, at least your heart's in the right place.
Some
Those are two
truths.
You died.
Oh, we listened to you plenty. We slew the princess just like you asked us to, and then you locked us away in an empty void for eternity. So we slew ourselves
Another one.
too. Well, if you killed yourself, then you weren't listening to me, because I would never.
It's technically
want you to
true.
do that.
He's not lying
Believe it or
there.
not, I care about you.
I don't believe you.
And I believe your other question was some. What do you mean? Of course there weren't any. Yes, had you failed, it doesn't matter because we didn't fail to slay her. And if she's really back, which I doubt, it'll be just as easy to do it again. But after that nasty trick you pulled on us, maybe she's not the only one around here in need of slaying. Just stay focused, will you?
Alright, let's talk about the no, let's just go to the cabin.
A warning. She
She won't be a problem. We're gonna get it. We're gonna get her.
The interior of the cabin is cold.
This
Soft
looks the
odor of
most
dirt
like
permeating
it used
the air.
to
Cobwebs
of
fluttering
any
in
of the ones
corners.
we've gotten so far.
You can hear wind whistling outside, banging the shutters against the windows. The only furniture of note is an elegant antique table with a pristine blade perched on the edge. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right. It feels like no one's been here for a long, long time. Like I've been saying, she's dead. We killed her already.
You didn't say anything about the mirror.
Because there's definitely a mirror. There isn't.
Who cares if there's a mirror? Let's just go into the basement and find her body so we can be done with this.
I care about whether I'm being lied to. This is different.
As do I. I'm not lying to you. Use your eyes. There is no mirror. Why would I lie about something?
Okay, and this whole cabin is different, which we've done before.
Very different.
Maybe that's because you have. So focus.
All right, approach the mirror.
You walk up to. This really isn't funny.
Make the mirror clean.
Reach forward.
It was there a second ago.
Oh,
and now it's gone.
oh, there it is. I was gonna
Let's
say the
not
cold
spend
doesn't care
much
about this at
longer
all.
worrying over it. Clearly, it's not even important enough to be acknowledged.
Yet. All right, take the knife.
You take the blade.
Enter the basement.
The door to the basement.
Ooh, look at these nice
groans open,
railings.
revealing an old banister and a creaky wooden stairwell. Everything is coated in a thick layer of dust, and you can feel it settle into your lungs as you breathe in the stale air. The very building itself feels dead. If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favor. The room below is silent. Nobody's here. Naturally. As much as I appreciate the optimism, you shouldn't be so sure. I guess we'll just have to go down and see. As you
Oh, well,
descend
yeah,
the
there's a
final
corpse.
step, the form of the princess comes into view. A skeletal body, lying in a heap on the floor, its wrist still bound to the wall by a thick chain. Okay, she's definitely dead. It's just like I told you. Before you have a chance to finish your thought, the top of a head appears from underneath the floor.
Hey!
Two deep-set eyes stare up at you, followed by a mischievous
Oh, now she's a full ghost. Yeah, I'm here for this.
And finally, the rest of the body floats up to join the head.
Oh, look, she's cute.
Wait, this isn't right. What's going on here?
Ghost!
Oh. Wow. How absolutely terrifying. What's a ghost supposed to do?
What do you mean, what's a
us?
ghost supposed to do to you? Don't give me that woolly garbage. Ghosts are ghosts. Ghosts can affect you. You might not be able to affect the ghost, though. That's why they're scary and dangerous. Ghost's gonna heck you up.
Oh, it's you. Hiya, Keller. I was hoping to see you again. I have some issues with how our last meeting went.
I mean, you're free now, though.
Like how you murdered me?
No, I set you free. Dun dun. Alright, let me see. Because there's a few more that There's a few more things that I want to try, but let's see, because there's an achievement for all of the endings. So let's see how many more. Well, there's a few things to do still. Die at least 6 times across all playthroughs. Okay, there are at least 4 different... There are at least 4 more endings to get. I have a few ideas of how to trigger them.
You're you're here.
Don't tell me what to do.
You make your way. A warning. She will We're not gonna go. Ignore him. The interior of the cabin is almost entirely bare. The air is stale and musty, and the floor and walls are painted in a fine layer of dust. The blade is your implement.
Alright, we're gonna go in without it right now.
The door to her voice
Hello?
is, don't let...
Why? I'm here to save you. I think I'm here to slay you.
You must have the wrong address.
Great job. You've given away the element of surprise.
Thank you.
Good luck, hero. You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement. She's beautiful. How could someone like this be a threat to anyone? I am begging you to stay focused. There's a lot riding on you.
I'm sure there is.
Hi. You were joking about coming to kill me, right? Do you think you could get me out of these chains?
Hold on, let's talk a bit first.
Okay.
Okay, so this is similar to the previous time. She's smiling this time, though. She's not upset with us. What's your name? I don't know anything about you. For all I know, you're kept down here for a reason. What are you gonna do if I let you out? I won't kill you, but okay, we're not gonna do that. I'm gonna keep you down here. We're not gonna do that. Can't trust you. This doesn't add up. Go back up the stairs. Please retrieve your blade. Examine the chains. Examine the chains. All right, let's ask her for her name now that we're like on good terms.
She pauses, carefully formulating her words before she responds.
You can address me as Your Royal Highness. Or you can just call me Princess if Your Royal Highness is too formal.
Same answer, technically, but much kinder.
Is Princess her name or her title? What if it's both? Could you imagine being named Princess?
Yeah, I can see it. So is Princess your name?
Like I said, you can call me Princess if you'd like.
Not really an answer.
I'm sorry, I've been down here so long I guess I've
That's
just
fair.
forgotten. I must have a name, though. Everyone has a name.
Okay, that's weird.
That is a little weird, but I can believe it.
She hadn't even thought to pick a name for herself. Hopefully,
Her name
you're
is
starting to see
not
that she
Greg.
can't be trusted.
Greg is one of our Pokemon in the Soul Link,
Slay her before
and
it's
also
too
a
late.
trainer that we fought in the Soul Link. I don't know anything about you. For all I know, you're down here for a reason. I wasn't kidding when I said I was sent here to kill you. You're apparently a threat to the world. How have you been eating? Or drinking?
I don't see what that has to do with anything.
This is the only time this is ever going to happen, but I agree with the princess. That's hardly relevant. Okay, but actually, what has she been eating? She has to eat, right?
Maybe. I don't know anything about you. For all I know, you're down here for a reason. Okay, I want to do all the explore ones.
Of course I'm locked up down here for a reason. I don't actually know what that reason is, but you don't just stuff a princess in a basement and throw away the key without there being some sort of an explanation, right?
You have all the explanation you need. You should know better than to trust whatever she comes up with.
You're apparently a threat to the world.
Is that why they threw me down here? But I don't want to hurt anyone. I like the world, I think. I don't remember much about it, to be honest. I've been down here for so long.
How long has she been locked away?
Did they tell you how I'm supposed to
No,
end the
they
world?
specifically won't, in fact. No, but I'm sure they have their... No, which is why I don't think you're actually dangerous. No, but I'm sure they have their reasons for keeping that information secret from me.
I appreciate the vote of confidence.
What if they're bad reasons, though? If they had good reasons for thinking I was dangerous, wouldn't they have shared them with you? I don't want to hurt anyone. I just want to leave. At the end of the day, whatever the two of us have going on down here is about trust. Whoever sent you to slay me claimed I was a threat to the world, but they didn't tell you why.
This is
I don't
correct.
trust that. And I don't think you do either.
No,
or
I don't
you
trust the
wouldn't have come down
narrator,
here
but
at all.
you've also killed me a fair few times.
She has a point. We're talking like this for a reason.
So this shouldn't be about what I'd do if I got out of here, or me saying the right thing to convince you to save me. This is about how messed up this whole
she's
situation
a little angry
is.
now.
This is my life we're talking about. Do you really think I can even end the world? Why would I even want to?
I don't know. He's clearly got some kind of powers. You turn into something different every time I meet you.
We both know that if there's people we can't trust in this situation, it's whoever locked me down here, and it's whoever sent you here. And those two groups are probably one and the same.
Who did send me here? How did that get here? Where are we even?
Don't let her turn the tables here. This isn't about trust. This is about risk. We stand to lose everything, all for the sake of one person, and a subjugating monarch, no less.
Won't kill you, but I can't let you free. Keep her locked away. Retrieve the blade. Go upstairs and retrieve the blade. Well, I wouldn't tell her that. Can't believe them and keep it down here like this. I'm gonna get out of here. Examine the chains. We haven't actually examined the chains yet, I don't think. Let's save here. I won't kill you, but I can't just set you free. It's too risky. What if I stayed for a while and just kept you company? Maybe then everyone could be happy. Oh, this is different, actually.
That seems like a pretty good compromise.
I don't think I could bear being down here that much longer.
Leaving her alive is too risky. If you don't deal with her soon, she will find a way out. So I'm the only one who liked that idea.
One way or another, I'm going to find a way out of here. It would make it easier for both of us if you'd
Oh, yeah,
help.
she's gone into Angie mode.
But if you don't, I can promise that you'll regret that decision.
You have to make a choice. Let's hope for all our sakes it's the right one.
Alright, well, let's go get the blade.
Thank you. You turn back to the stairs.
Where are you going? You can't just leave me
Oh,
here.
no, don't worry, I'm coming back.
Fine. Turn your back on me. But it won't be long before I slip these chains. And once I'm out of here, there will be hell to pay for leaving me behind.
Slip these chains? She can't, right? She needed our help to get out of here. But do you hear the conviction in her voice? I don't think she's bluffing. She has to be bluffing, but hurry. You rush up to the first floor, grabbing the blade, both yours and the world's only possible salvation.
Okay. If we're sure about this decision, I'll support it.
If we marry her off, we
suppose
can
we have a
secure
world
an
to save
alliance
after
with
all.
Spain. But I'm in Spain without the A.
You slowly creep down the basement stairs. It's quiet.
No, I'm trying. Wee. See? Spain without the A.
Where the princess sat only a moment ago,
Oh!
there's only a severed arm, its cooling flesh still chained to the wall, and she is nowhere to be seen.
Is it just me? Or did this room get a lot bigger?
I don't know, did it? I don't think so. I think we got off on the wrong foot. Do you think we could start over?
Oh, you coward!
No, I don't think we can. Why don't you come closer? I have something to show you.
Okay, but where are you? Lost an arm. I'm locking her down there and letting her bleed out. Let's see if there's differences.
This is a dangerous play. Who's to say she'll actually succumb to her wounds? She doesn't
Valid.
have a weapon, and she's missing an arm. You can finish
Oh,
this
yeah, I guess we have
right
to
here,
finish her.
right now.
Okay, well, lock her away. We already did that one.
Your
So let's try to
eyes
finish
dart
this, I
at the
guess.
corners of the room. You don't see her.
Where is she?
Investigate. Close the door behind me.
You close the door behind you. Almost magically, its locks immediately click into place. Maybe they'll open if you finish the job.
This isn't right. Where is she?
There's light now. Investigate
You
the
step
arm.
forward to investigate the severed limb. A trail of blood leads from its jagged stump into a dark corner of the basement.
Yeah,
And then you hear the quiet tap of your feet against the floor,
Oh.
and there's suddenly a weight on your shoulders. The princess tears into you.
How? Like with her teeth? Oh!
Her teeth and claws are unnaturally sharp, ripping into your shoulders, digging into your throat. You fall to the ground, the princess eagerly tearing at your flesh.
Holy shit. What is she?
Fight back?
You roll the princess off your back and turn to face her, rising to your knees and readying your blade.
I wonder if give up is a different ending.
Those eyes. She's going to kill us.
Yes, things do look a little grim, don't they? The two of you are losing quite a lot of blood, but there's a reason she decided to strike from ambush. She isn't confident about a direct confrontation.
Just because she's playing it safe doesn't mean we have the upper hand.
Come on now, don't let your confidence waver. This is an important moment.
I'm going to kill you.
Probably. That's how all of these first fruits end.
The princess leaps onto you as you raise your blade in defense. You find your target, and time after time you strike, but the wounds she inflicted in her ambush hinder your movements, and with each fresh exchange you're a little slower, a little weaker. You seek solace in the fact that she is slowing too. Finally,
This is familiar, but a little more bloody.
and you collapse beside her.
If you think this is it, you're sorely mistaken. One way or another, I'll make sure you pay for this.
I believe you. I mean, we got the chapter 2 to go
Your
still.
grasp on the blade weakens. It slips from your numb fingers, lying uselessly on the floor.
This can't be how it ends, right?
I'm sorry, but it is. You aren't making it out of this basement, but at least you finished the job. Everything goes dark, and you die.
Chapter 2,
You're
The
on
Witch.
a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess. You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
She's gonna kill me again. I already slew the princess. Sure, she also killed me, but I definitely got her. I'm here again.
I can assure you that But you didn't slay her.
I did,
and she
though.
didn't kill you. People don't just spring back to life after dying.
This is like
and
the
two
fifth
of us
time that I
are meeting
have,
for
though.
The very first time. If he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way. Brilliant. We need to keep our cards close to our chest, and I'm not sure we
The
can trust him.
opportunist.
You know I can hear you, right? It's going to be a lot harder than you think to keep secrets from me. Did I say I'm not sure we can trust him? Slip of the tongue.
Ah, slip of the
Bit
tongue.
the old
Slip-
brain
Oh,
fart.
yeah,
Meant
that's
to
not what
say
I meant,
we should
Paul.
probably head over to the cabin
Ooh,
and slay the
just
princess.
a silly
You
little
already know we can't
winkle,
trust
you know,
her,
not
so
the
let's get on with the
joke
show.
and jest. I wasn't serious. Don't worry about it.
Those are two. You died. We were just weighing our options in a morally ambiguous situation.
Yeah.
You can't blame us for weighing our
Yeah, you
options.
can't blame us.
We did our best with the information we were given. And we did kill her. And yet you still died, didn't you?
True, well,
So
yeah, you said I
congratulations.
didn't die.
You've been given another chance to actually do this right. And I believe your other question... What do you mean? Of course there weren't any. Yeah, had you failed? That's a very good point. This princess character seems like a lot of trouble. And if you think about it, actually slaying her probably breaks us out of this cycle, right? We don't want to be stuck here forever, do we?
Oh, I'm drowning a little bit, don't worry about it.
You're laying it on a little thick, aren't you? Laying it on a little thick? What are you talking about? I'm sharing my honest opinions. What matters is that almost everyone seems to be on...
Alright, let's go get the princess.
A warning. She will... Don't worry, I think we've taken that lesson to heart at this point. You can trust us to get the job done.
Yeah, just trust me. Proceed into the cabin.
The interior of the cabin is a mess of twisted roots. The walls a chaotic weave of knotted wood that, almost as if by accident, just happened to resemble a room. The floor is damp and earthy, and the only furniture
I guess
of
this
note
makes
is a
sense for
slab
the
of
ending
mud
being
in
the
shape of a
witch.
shelf, with a pristine blade perched on its edge. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
First, you didn't say anything
That's
about the
because
mirror.
there isn't a... There's definitely
There's
a mirror.
definitely a mirror.
But he says there isn't one. That's got to count for something, right?
No! I don't think it does. Just my already lie about a mirror, or...
Come on now. He's pretty much in charge here. When have authority figures ever lied about
Yeah,
it?
when have authority figures
If there
ever
were a
lied
mirror
about
in his cabin,
anything?
we
Come
were
on,
supposed to
guys,
look at
really.
it, he would have told us about it.
I don't know about
Exactly.
that.
Why would I lie
Why
about
are you,
something so
opportunist, why are you
meaningless?
trying to get
What
good
would a
in
mirror
good with the
even do?
narrator?
That you waste
Shouldn't
time
you be getting in
proving
good with
yourself
me?
instead of doing what
I'm in
needs to be
control
done?
here. You know, as much as anyone could be in control in this situation, where's the mirror?
You walk up to the wall next to the basement door. This really isn't... You reach forward and, well, at least we can all agree now that there's nothing to see here.
Now, okay,
Case
fine,
closed.
now
Good
there's no
work,
mirror. Maybe he was right. It's a whole different cabin than
Very
last time.
different. Maybe that's because you haven't actually... So focus up.
Okay. Take that blade.
You take the blade from the shelf. It would be difficult to slay the princess and save the world without a weapon. Well, if we're grabbing a weapon, we should probably keep it hidden behind our backs. She doesn't have to know we have it.
Maybe.
That's not actually a bad idea.
Enter the basement. Alright, now I know several witches.
The door
What
to the
what's
basement
this witch
creaks
gonna look
open,
like?
revealing a staircase dug into the muddy earth below. The ceiling is thick with roots that hang like locks of tangled hair. The weak starlight from the cabin windows behind you can barely penetrate the gloom here, only illuminating the edges of an opening below. It shines in the darkness like some kind of massive maw waiting to swallow you up into the earth. The air smells of dirt and copper. It's thick and wet, as if your lungs are being coated in mud with each intake of breath.
That's
If the
gross.
princess lives here,
That's pretty
slaying
bad.
her would probably be doing her a favor. Her voice skitters up from below.
I don't like describing that as skittering.
Something nasty finds itself on my stairs. Come on down. Don't be scared. I probably won't bite.
I bite though. Num 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 num. I'm not nasty. I'm not stinky.
But you are. You're a wretched little thing. I recognize that voice as easily as I recognized your nervous little footsteps coming up the path. I know who you are, and I remember what you've done.
See? She knows us. Is this enough for you to believe what we've been saying? Maybe, but you shouldn't let that cloud your judgment. She's just a princess. As long as you remember that and remain focused, slaying her will be easy. She seems friendly enough. Maybe we can talk our way out of this whole situation.
Yeah, just a little one-on-one conversation, right?
You can't. Unless you slay her right away, she's going to break free and end the world. There's no reasoning with what she is. Look, I'm just throwing ideas out there. I like to think out loud. I'm the kind of guy who likes a discussion.
You know, I'm just
to hear what everyone
putting
has
out
to
the
say
energy,
before
just
making any
giving
big
some
decisions?
ideas, you know, bouncing off each other. We're brainstorming. Come on.
Do you want to hear what everyone has to say? Or do you just want to hear yourself talk?
Why not both?
You
Why
need
can't
to
both be
stop
true?
Lingering. Your task is to slay the princess, not endlessly debate about what to do with the princess. Fine. You're the boss.
You're the boss.
Thank you.
Oh!
You descend the basement steps, entering the dark room.
Where'd you
below.
get the fire?
A fire.
What is it with
crackles in
witches
the
and
central
fire?
room,
Why all the
casting
witches I know
unsettling
got
shadows
fire?
across the dirt walls. The princess crouches on the other side.
Why can't
And
we be
there
like an
you
ice
are,
witch?
One hand tucked away behind your back, gripping that sharp blade, no doubt.
That's no fair. How would she know that?
She's already seen us. She knows who we are.
So,
But
we've dropped
if witches are made of wood, they wouldn't want fire. That's why witches burn.
Good.
Oh! She got the ooh-woo. She's got the ooh-woo. I like this one. It's just like me, for real. Alrighty, we got more to do, though. There are still a few more. Still a few more things to do, also. I'm so here for this game. I know I said this a few times. I can't wait for the full game of this. This is gonna be so cool. We're playing this as soon as this comes out.
You're on a path.
Alright, onward.
That's the spirit. You make your war. She will. We're not gonna ignore. The interior of the blade.
Give me
Take
blade.
the blade.
Enter the basement.
The door to the basement creaked. Her voice.
Who's there?
She sounds. Don't let it.
Continue
Good.
down the stairs.
You're still listening to reason. You walk down the stairs. She's so focused on the task at hand.
And there you are. Are you here to kill me or something?
Probably. Nuh-uh.
Then drop the knife.
No.
We
You
should.
drop
It'll
your
go a
knife.
long way to building trust with her. Don't you dare. It's fine. We can decide what we want to do after we talk to her. Maybe she really is a monster, but killing someone in cold blood isn't very becoming of us.
Do not drop him. We're gonna tighten our grip on the
You
knife.
ignore the trembling in your hand.
You poor thing. Your hands are shaking. Are you scared of me? Because you should be.
I should be. You're probably
You step
scary.
forward, your grip on the blade tightening as you steel your resolve.
I'm probably chained up in this basement for a reason, right? And if that knife is the only weapon you have, you'll have to get close enough to use it.
Yeah.
So, you should just...
Do you hear the conviction in her voice? Do you see the razor sharpness in her gaze? I don't think she's bluffing. She's unarmed. If you hesitate now, it'll be too late.
But what if she's not unarmed? Are you sure she's unarmed?
I'm positive. I'm not. But we'll keep our eyes peeled. If she has a weapon, she'll have to draw it before she can use it.
I mean, she's got all this
hesitating.
floofy dress. Like,
Why
she
don't
could
we
have
drop the
anything
knife
under
and the
there.
two of us can be civilized with each other.
I'm not dropping the blitz. Slate the prince. I'm gonna save. I'm not. Slate the
Charge
princess.
the princess, blade in hand, but unfortunately your
Ah,
earlier
she did have a
suspicion
knife.
proved correct. A blade of her own slips down her sleeve and catches you in the neck.
Oh, I'm dead now.
Blood sprays from the cut, your severed carotid artery painting the princess with strokes of red. You'd better finish your task quickly before you run out of time.
Die or finish the job.
With the last bit of your will,
hey.
you press forward, sinking the blade deep into the princess's heart.
Oh,
The two of you collapse on the floor together, rapidly bleeding out.
Ah, this is romantic.
somehow, I thought this would turn out a little differently. But I wonder, do you really think that this was enough to stop me?
There it is again. That razor-sharp look in her eyes and the terrifying
So
conviction
these are
in
the
her
same,
words.
like, this is the same dialogue we get for just slaying her right away, but we're dying this time.
But you don't have the time to worry over such
I got an
things.
achievement,
Everything goes black.
Princess Souls.
And you
Die
die.
at least 6 times across all playthroughs. I didn't get staring contest, though. That's how I was supposed to get staring contests.
You're on a path. You're here.
Hold on, we've already gotten the razor. So we gotta let's load this one back up. I'm not dropping the blade.
Then I'm not talking to you.
Squint at the princess while holding the blade.
You stare at the princess, squinting. She squints back.
Here we go, the staring
You're gonna
contest.
do this forever, aren't you?
Squint at the
You
princess.
squint even harder.
Yeah, I got staring contest.
So does she. At least nobody's dying right now. You're going to have to make a choice. You can't keep squinting forever. Event-
Alright, let's slay the
Charge the
princess.
princess, blade in hand. But unfortunately, your earlier suspicion.
This is probably just gonna be the, let's just die.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
The wound in your neck is too much for you to bear. You collapse to the floor of the basement, rapidly bleeding.
It's probably just the razor again.
Princess
Ooh,
stands
maybe
over
not.
you
This is
with
different.
intense curiosity as you fade away.
Oops.
Oops.
Everything goes black, and you die.
I died. I did it. Yeah, okay, this is the razor again.
You're on a path in the woods. You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Yeah, what if I just leave?
Thank you. For a minute there, I thought you were going to march us straight back to her.
Seriously? You're just going to turn around and leave?
Yeah, why not?
Do you even know where you're going?
We'll figure it out. There's only one thing that matters, the cabin. I am not going to the cabin. Actually, I'm pretty okay with the world ending. I relish the coming of a new dawn beyond our own. I'm gonna walk in the opposite direction now. Well, I'm not going to the cabin.
Fine. I suppose you just quietly continue down the path away from the cabin.
Okay,
That's-
and we're to the cabin. Nope.
You're really...
You're not emotionally blackmailing. Maybe everyone else should die. I don't care. I'm not killing the princess. Quietly continue down the path.
Silence is deafening.
Let me out of here.
But fine. You turn around and trek back down the path you came. Oh, would you look...
So this is... I haven't done this in already being on an ending.
There's always a choice. Let me tell you right, and here we go. At first, it's... But as you
Because we did
focus
this, like,
in
on
every
an ending.
direction,
Or to
there
get
is
to
a
an
path.
ending.
Wait, you're too stubborn for that, aren't you? It doesn't matter how many paths or cabins appear around you, you're just going to do whatever you can to shirk your responsibility because you care more about irritating me than you do about the fate of the world.
Yeah.
You've doomed us all, you know that, right?
Yeah.
But of course, you lose track of just how long you spend aimlessly tromping through the
Oh,
wilderness.
there we go.
But it's not like any of that time spent lost in the woods really matters, because it isn't long before the world ends and everyone dies.
To be continued. Alright, there are still 4 more endings. So we're still going. Yeah, right. There's still one that there's 2 things that I have thoughts of. One is when we kill her right away, take the knife out. That might also lead to the razor. The other was like in the befriending, stab her, like when he starts taking control.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess. You're here.
We're here to slay her. Let's go
You
slay
make your way
the
up.
princess.
You will lie. We're not going to go through with this, right? Ignore him. He doesn't know what he's talking.
See to the cabin.
The interior of the cab, the blade.
Get the blade.
You take the...
Enter the basement.
The door to the base. Her voice.
Who's there?
She
It's
sounded
me. I'm here to kill you again.
good. You walk down the stairs. She's so coldly beautiful. Focus on the task at hand.
And there you are. Are you here to kill me or something?
Steal your nerves?
You step forward.
Oh? No, I'm probably chained up in the... So, you
Do you hear the She's unarmed. If you hesitate now, it'll be too late.
Slay the princess.
You lunge forward without a moment's hesitation. You feel flesh easily give way and look down to see your blade already sinking deep into her heart.
Oh, this is it, isn't it?
It is. I did it.
I'm almost embarrassed. I should have seen that coming. Do you actually believe this was enough to kill me?
There it is again. That razor-sharp look in her eyes and the terrifying conviction in her words. Yes, even as she lays there dying, she entirely believes herself to be alive and well. But it's over, isn't it? She stopped breathing, but is it over?
Of course not. That was too easy.
We should make sure. I really don't. And why shouldn't we? I've told you.
All right, let's remove the blade.
You lean down and wrap your hand around the blade's hilt.
This is
But
just
as you
gonna be
begin
the
to
razor
slide
again.
out of its resting place, you feel a sharp and sudden jab in your side. What was that?
I guess I won't be dying alone after all.
We go together.
Let's get out of here. It's too late for that now. You collapse to the ground as the mortally wounded princess twists a blade of her own deeper between your ribs. As you fall, she falls with you, exhausted by the effort, the little life that was left in her eyes fading rapidly.
And I see you around.
Okay, that's just the same.
Everything goes dark.
Yeah, it's ticking back. All right, start the game. Let's go. Like, be a friend with her. I think I don't know what to do.
You make your way. Warn it. She will. We're not going to ignore him.
See to the cabin.
The interior of the blade.
Into the basement. No blade. No blade, so we be friend.
Hello?
Don't let.
I'm here to save you.
Wait, come downstairs.
You walk down the street. I am begging.
Hi. I hope you brought some.
Don't do it.
Let's see what I can do.
You're only making this more difficult.
Thank you.
You're making no. You're doing. Walk up. They're large and heavy.
I'm guessing you don't have the key?
Maybe it's somewhere.
No key. Maybe it's upstairs.
Okay. I'll be here.
You attempt to make. Is someone else here?
All right, return to the stairs.
You make your way to the bottom of the stairs. Easier for everyone. Look at the
I heard the door slam.
There's a slight panic
right?
If I could just get out of these chains, I know we could force our way out of here together.
She barely hesitates before raising her arm to her mouth, her teeth tearing through her limb as she rips her flesh from her. It's the blade from... Or we could use it to free her. You won't like what happens if you do.
Oh, I only have the option to save the princess here, okay.
Fine.
I was gonna say, there might be one for betraying her after talking to her.
Judge, you cut. The blade
That might be
sharp,
how we get one of
and
them.
It takes little... Her limb falls to the ground. She didn't so much as utter a... No. She smiles softly as her
look at her.
gaze meets
How could
yours.
this be
Blood from her
evil?
wounded arm. How is...
Thank you.
Alright.
No.
First locked
You
door.
won't have it as the prince... Wait. Watch me.
So I'm going to resist this time.
Stop that. Your body lunges forward.
Oh.
The blade held low, ready to sink into her.
And then we slay the
dodges.
princess. I
Stumbling back,
must have done
use
it.
the
I must have
wall
hit
blade
it.
has a
Slay the
chance
princess
to
by
get out.
accident.
Stop it.
Oh, no, that
Stop
was the
trying to
warning,
resist me.
okay.
I'm trying to get you out.
Alright. Slay the princess!
There's no getting
There
through
it
to you
is.
right now.
And
is
achievement,
there?
I tried so hard and got so far. The description is did your best. In the end, it didn't even matter.
A betrayal of will is still a betrayal. You'll
Oh.
regret thinking of me as a helpless damsel.
Oh, okay, because that's what we get in the ending other than
She
this.
pounces on you with the same animal ferocity she used to tear through her.
Yeah, that makes sense.
But you have a weapon.
Oh, I've seen
You raise
I've
the
seen
blade,
these before.
digging it under her ribs, aiming directly for the heart.
This is where we got the
It's not
witch.
enough to stop her. You feel her claws in your throat.
Although this
then
is
her
this is
teeth,
different.
Somehow sharp enough to pull apart your flesh and sinew with ease. You collapse to the floor, your body unresponsive.
I'm here
as
for
your
this.
blood
I
pools on
support
your
her for
hands.
this.
She stares down at your ravaged form, eyes shining in the darkness. Dress.
I don't know, it still
stained
seems
in
pretty
red,
white to me,
as
actually.
her blood
The only
and
red
yours
is
both
really here.
smear into the fabric. If
I
we're
like her
lucky,
glowing
the wound
eyes.
you managed to inflict will be enough to at least delay her escape from this place. If we're very lucky, it will kill her before she can reach the outside world. It can't just end like this, right? As much as I'd prefer for things to have gone differently, I can't deny the reality of what's happened. I'm sorry, but it's over.
It's not over. It's never
Everything
over.
goes dark,
The end is never the end, is
and
never
you
the
die.
end, is never the end, is never the end. Ah, that is the witch, okay.
You're on a... You're... Oh, don't...
Yeah, okay, this is the witch.
No blade. It'll always be here.
Yeah, no blade. Well, actually, what will she say if I don't take the blade?
Behind you. The air smells her voice.
Something nasty.
Not
But
nasty.
you, I reckon.
She must have you. She see. Look. I'm just... Do you want to hear what everyone has to say? You need to stop lingering. Your task is to slay the princess, not endlessly debate about what to do with... Fine. You're the boss.
You're the boss.
Thank you. You descend the basement steps. A fire crackles in the center of the room.
And there you are, once again seeming to offer a helping hand while likely hiding the other behind your back. Fine, I'll play along for now. What do you want?
I want to save you. Oh, okay. That option... So probably, despite that both going to the witch, in the full game, that'll be different. I bet. Because those are very different circumstances that led there. Alright, I now have a list up of how to get the last endings.
You're
I've always wanted to kill Monarch.
warning. We're not going to ignore. The interior of the cabin is almost
Alright, I'm
entirely
gonna
the
take
blade.
the knife.
You take the blade from the table. It
Enter the basement. It's interesting, so like, even
door
within
to the
endings,
basement
there's a
creaks
lot
open,
of context
revealing a
sensitive
staircase faintly illuminated by an unseen light in the
dialogue.
room below.
So I wonder if you'll get
This
different
is
things
an
like
oppressive
with the
place.
razor. There was like
The
there's been
air
like
feels
4
heavy
ways that
and
we've
damp.
gotten there.
A hint of
I wonder
rot
if in the full
filtering from
game
the ancient
the
wood.
4 different ways to get
The
there will
princess really
be
lives here.
different.
Slaying her is probably doing her voice.
Who's there?
She sounds. Don't let it.
Hi.
Don't be a stranger. It's been so long since I've had any visitors.
You walked. She's so focused on the task.
And there you are.
I'm
are you
here
here
to talk
kill
to
me
you.
or something? Then why did you bring a knife with you?
She makes a compelling... Don't you dare. It's fine.
Right, because I
You
did...
ignore the trembling.
You poor...
I did a bunch of this, and then,
probably chained up. So, you...
Do you hear the conviction?
and then went
She's
up and
unarmed.
locked her. So let's drop the knife.
The blade
Thank you.
against
Talk to
your
her
body
for a little
no
bit.
more your hope.
So here we are.
I mean,
What an awkward start to a relationship.
Yeah, pretty awkward.
I know. I just said that. Now why are you here to kill me?
I have my reasons. Do you think I'd just kill someone without even knowing what? That would be ridiculous!
And yet you hesitated the moment you saw me. And you dropped your knife. If killing me was really that important, you'd have a little more gumption, don't you think?
Maybe I was just captivated by your chilling beauty, as I described it.
Someone put you up to this, right? And whoever it is, it's probably the same someone who shoved me into this dark pit and chained me to a wall.
That's a fair question. Who chained her in this basement? And if she's so dangerous, how did they manage to trap her? Why don't give away the game, and don't let her distract you. That's exactly what she wants.
I'm right, aren't I?
Maybe.
So who put you up to this?
I'm here to. How would I get you out of here? There's people who think you're gonna end the world. Yeah. How do you feel about that?
Don't just tell her that.
That's cute. Do you believe
Yes.
that? If I'm supposed to be capable of ending the world, then how did I wind up here, chained to a wall? Have they
deflect.
told you why I'm allegedly so...
What are you going to do if I let you out of
dangerous?
here? I did that one last time. I mean, silent. No, and if I'm being honest, I'm more inclined to trust you than I am to trust them. I'm hoping you'd tell me.
Ending the world seems...
I believe her. She doesn't have to know how to destroy the world to be capable of doing it.
At the end of the day, whatever the two of us have going on down here is about trust. Whoever sent you to slay me claimed I was a threat to the world, but they didn't tell you why. That doesn't sound right to me. And I don't think it sounds right to you either. Otherwise we...
She has a point. There's a reason I've been telling you to question the situation, and there's a reason you've listened.
So, I could tell you that I'd lead a quiet life in the woods, or that I'd open an orphanage, or that I'd do any other number of good things that I'm sure you think you want to hear.
Okay, all of the remaining endings come from this line, actually.
But you don't really know me, do you? What can my word possibly be worth in a situation like this?
You know.
She's right about one thing. Her word isn't worth anything.
Like I said, it's all about trust. Blind trust. So do you trust me, the prisoner, the victim, the princess clearly incapable of ending the world?
I mean...
Or do you trust whoever put me here?
I don't know.
She's
You
wrong.
guys are both
This
suck.
isn't about
You're both
trust.
sussy, but
This
at least
isn't
I know what
about
you look like. I don't know what the narrator looks
We
like.
stand to lose everything, all for the sake of one person, and a subjugating monarch, no less.
I mean, listen, monarchy isn't necessarily bad. It depends on the person that is the monarch ruling it. Alright, we've talked enough.
Oh, have you decided?
You know why you're...
Alright, we're gonna save here. And then, so we got Slay the Princess, which we are going to try to slay the princess.
Doubt, unfortunately, clouds your thoughts as you attempt to run her through. A moment of distraction and hesitation
Oof.
is all she needed to sidestep your thrust and deliver a catastrophic...
Damn,
blow.
girl's got an arm.
It feels like you've been hit with a sledgehammer. You can feel bone grinding on bone where your jaw has been fractured. Holy shit, that hurts! Though she's unarmed, the shock of that first strike is enough to stagger you, putting you and the princess on somewhat equal footing. Your blade slashes
Ooh,
through the
this
air
is
again
different.
and again, and her fists connect with your body as many times or more, each impact as heavy as that first bone-crushing hit. We can still turn this around.
Finish the job? Slay the princess.
You and the princess stare at each other, both gasping for breath, equally exhausted. You... Excuse me?
Wait, sorry, I missed it. What did you say? I accidentally clicked. You and the princess stare at each other, both gasp and breath, equally exhausted. You probably won't make it out of here alive, but you can at least make sure that she won't make it out of here either.
Do you think this is what I wanted to happen? I have a duty to state the facts of the situation, and honestly, it's a miracle anyone is still standing right now.
Well, I'm just pretty strong. I'm pretty cool. I don't know if you know this about me, but I'm like a strong boy. You'll never beat me. I'm too powerful.
Feel those ruptured organs bouncing around in there? If the princess doesn't do our friend in herself, internal bleeding is certain to finish the
But I
job.
don't have organs. I'm a slime.
The two of you clash for the final time. You feel your ribs break as she delivers a heavy blow, but you push through the pain, falling forward and sinking your blade deep into the princess's heart.
Just downloaded down myself and I'm going with non. My first result was the prisoner. That's one of the ones I have left, yeah.
Oh.
I can't wait for this. This game seems so cool. I might have to get the developer's previous game
This
too.
was fun.
Because this has been really cool.
The princess gasps, her voice an unhealthy rasp as her lungs.
I'm gonna
start
tell a
to
bunch
fill
of people to
with
play
blood.
this. This is awesome.
You put up more of a fight than I thought you would. But I have to wonder, do you really think this is the end?
The end is
There
never
is
the
again.
end. Is never
That
the end.
razor-sharp look in her eyes and the terrifying conviction in her words.
Well, this isn't gonna be this is similar to the Razor ending, but this isn't gonna be the
But you don't
Razor.
have the time to worry over.
Because she doesn't
such
have a
things.
knife. She's just punching me.
Everything goes black, and you die.
The adversary.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin.
I've got Scarlet Hollow, their
basement of
previous
that
game on your
cabin
wish list. Yeah,
is a princess.
I hadn't known about them until like I said, I saw the Slay the Princess stuff on TikTok, and I'm just enraptured
You're
by this
here
now.
to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
That said, we've got a lot of stuff lined up still, so you know we're not immediately. I died. She's gonna kill me again. But I already slew the princess. Sure, she also. Oh, this is similar to.
I can assure you that if he doesn't remember what happened, you know I can hear you. That's fine.
The stubborn.
It doesn't matter if he can hear us. The only thing that matters is marching up to that cabin and winning.
I'll ask him with a drawl. Let's get in there and punch him. Let's just stab him and get it over with.
That's the spirit. There's no point in squabbling when the real threat is just up that hill. Those are two. You died last. We did our best with you, and yet you still. And I believe you're. What do you mean? Of course. Yes. Had you failed?
No.
Ugh.
Oh, there we go.
Enough with the talking. We've got a fight to win. Nothing else.
Just gotta get the
matters.
fight on.
I couldn't agree more. The cabin and your destined confrontation with the princess awaits.
All right, up we go.
She will. Lying and cheating doesn't sound like her at all. Not that it matters. It's not like she can lie or cheat in the middle of a
That's
fight.
true. She didn't really lie or
Are you
cheat in
sure
that
about
one.
it? The point
We
of
just
my
punched.
warning wasn't to start an argument over what circumstances the princess is capable of lying in. It was to give you some broadly applicable advice. The princess will do and say whatever she thinks it will take to get her out of there. So don't trust her. Ever. Are we clear?
But I wanna trust
Crystal.
her.
Let's just get on with it already.
All right, to the cabin. It's just a fight arena. Oh,
The cabin
okay.
is
No, it's just
tighter
big
than
doors.
its exterior would suggest. Its cold stone walls pressing
This
on
is
you,
very
as
different
if
than the
trying
table
to forcefully
before.
direct you towards your destination. The only furniture of note is a black iron altar with a pristine blade perched on its edge. See? Even the cabin has the right idea. Let's get moving. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
Mirror.
That's because there's definitely a mirror. There isn't. You already wasted so much time in the woods. Who even cares if there's a mirror?
I do. I care about the mirror.
As do I. I'm not lying.
Approach the mirror.
You walk. This really isn't.
No mirror.
Reach for it. It was there a second. Now it's gone. So all of us can stop arguing about it and get to fighting.
I like the stubborn. The different like aspects of the previous hero remind me of the
take
Disco
the blade.
Elysium, which I kind of want to play at some point, but it's gonna be really long. but the different personality aspects
The
talking
door
to
to
you
the basement creaks
reminds me of
open,
Disco Elysium.
revealing a rough stone staircase, its walls pressing at your sides and tightening as you descend. The air seeping from below is heavy and oppressive, with an almost sulfuric odor to it. If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favor. Her fierce voice carries up the stairs.
Is that another challenger? Finally. It's been ages since I've had a good fight.
This isn't what she sounded like last time. Her voice is a little deeper, almost.
Well, yeah, now she's ready to fight.
Good. Sounds like my kind of princess.
I'm here for it.
As
Let's
much as I
go.
appreciate the enthusiasm, just make sure you don't let your bloodlust get to your head. You need to stay focused and keep your wits about you. Remember, you're here to slay the princess, not to have a good fight.
No, we're here to fight. We're here to fight. Let's go, fight arena.
As you descend the
Ooh,
final
she got
step,
horns now.
the form of the princess comes into
Looks like a
view.
Helltaker character
A
now.
large shackle leading from her wrist to the basement wall.
Is it just me, or does she look stronger than she used to? It looks like she could rip those chains out of the wall without a second thought.
But this time,
We're ready for her.
Oh, it's you again. I'd been hoping you'd find your way back here. Good to see that death doesn't stick for either of us. And you brought your little knife, too. Yes. I'm going to have fun breaking you into little pieces.
I kind of wish this was more like a fighting arena and not just a, like, stone pit. The adversary. Alright, let's load up. Well, actually, let's save up here just to make sure it's recorded or something. I don't know. Let's go back to this. The tower is probably going to be the last one that we do. Alright, so next, what we want to do is keep the princess locked away.
that seems like a pretty good compromise. Leaving her alive is
One way or another, I'm going to find a way out of here. You can make it easier for both of us if you help. And if you don't, I can promise that you'll come to regret that decision.
you have to make
Yeah, I'm
a
going to get your
choice.
first ones last. Yep.
Let's hope for all
That
our
seems
sakes
to be
it's the right
consistent with
one.
us. And next would be change your mind. So do I guess. Yeah, okay. Maybe
I know it's a
Made
chance
my
we'll have to
decision.
take.
You're making a mistake.
You turn your back to the prince.
It won't be long before I slip these chains. And once I'm out of here, there will be hell to pay for leaving me behind.
extra funny since I wasn't trying to go for anything. You didn't just answer. You just answered it yourself. That is funny.
Slip these chains. She can't, right? She needed our help to get out of here. But do you hear the conviction in her voice?
I don't think she's
I
bluffing.
don't think she's bluffing. Either way, she dropped her mask, didn't she? You can still turn around and finish the job.
Let's finish the job. Oh, it's relief. I was afraid I'd already committed to not slaying
It's
her.
never too late to do the right thing. Now hurry. You charge the princess.
Ooh,
blade
she's ready.
trembling in your hand, but you've already lost the battle. She casually sidesteps your thrust before knocking you
Oof.
to the ground with a single blow from her elbow. We shouldn't have hesitated.
This is kind of
She
like
doesn't stop
the
there. She
the
kicks you
adversary,
a few
but
times for
different.
good measure, the pointed tip of her shoes feeling like a pickaxe against your fracturing bones, making sure you stay down. As you lie,
Ooh, okay.
crushed and broken
This
on
is
the
what we get
basement
at the
floor,
ending of everything.
the princess kneels on your throat, with the kind of weight you didn't think her slight frame could possibly possess. As you gasp for air, she eyes you with an intense curiosity. You shouldn't have let that fear creep into your heart. You had the upper hand. And now look at you.
Yeah, well, you're the one that told me to come back.
Is this really the best you could do?
I feel like this is better than
Look at
the
you.
just locking
Completely
it though.
broken. I'd be
The
lying if I
ultra
said I
evil
wasn't a
ghost
little
mode
disappointed.
is kind of way worse than physical beating.
She applies more pressure, slowly squeezing what's left of your life out of your lungs.
Pog.
This is the end, isn't it?
But the end is never
I'm
the end.
afraid
Is
it
never
is.
the end.
Everything goes black. And you die.
Oh, that wasn't what I. This wasn't what I was supposed to get.
You're on a path
All right.
in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess. You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
This wasn't the one that I was intending to get. Oh well. If I die, what am I doing? She's gonna kill me again.
Again?
If he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way.
You know I can hear you.
What does it matter what he knows? There's nothing we can do to stop her. She's just going to kill us again.
She is not going to kill you unless you let her. But slaying the princess and saving the world is going to be much more difficult than it has to be if you spend the whole time
I think I was supposed to,
yourself.
like, go all the way out. Is what it was.
A warning before you go any further. She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her.
We might as well just pledge ourselves to her and stop pretending
Yeah!
we're capable of doing anything in this situation.
She probably doesn't even need to try to overpower us. Can we tone down the pessimism just a smidge?
No!
I'm not being a pessimist.
Pessimism will
Just
keep you
being realistic.
alive.
You're being annoying. Just ignore their bickering, and whatever you do, don't pledge
But what if I
yourself.
want
I
to?
cannot stress enough how absolutely catastrophic that would be for everyone, yourself included.
I agree. If she's wrongfully imprisoned, then we should rescue her, but if he's telling the truth, we shouldn't just hand her the world on a silver platter.
Rescue her? Given the stakes of the situation, there isn't really a difference between rescuing her and pledging yourself to her. Either would be terrible. So please try to
There really
ignore
is no
both
difference
of
to
those
those, huh?
knuckleheads and focus on saving the world. Let's not make this harder than it has to be.
I mean, you know, if you
If that's what
told
you
me
want.
things, maybe it would be
I guess I don't have
okay.
a say here.
The interior of the
Ooh.
cabin is larger
Wow,
and more
we have to go up a
grandiose
ladder
than its
for the
humble
night this
exterior
time.
would suggest. The only furniture of note is a massive marble altar with a pristine blade perched on its edge. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right. Why do we feel so small?
Because everything's very
We
big.
don't feel small. We are small.
Is she big?
That's because there isn't. There's definitely
There's
a mirror.
definitely a mirror.
There isn't.
Who cares if there's a mirror? We're all going to die anyway.
We're all going to die.
I'm
down
sure
here.
that if we looked in there, we'd just see something sad and miserable looking
Well,
back
that's
at us. We
disappointing.
don't need
Depressing?
any
Not
reminders
disappointing.
of what we
Depressing.
are. It would only make things worse.
For the last time, you're not going to die unless you let it happen. And luckily for you, there isn't a mirror. So no
There
one
is a
has to
mirror!
worry
It's
about
right
confronting
there!
A grisly visage any time in the near future. Though, for what it's worth, if there were a mirror, I'm sure that you wouldn't find anything sad or miserable in it.
I don't
looking
know.
back
I'm
at you.
definitely like a dragon
You're
creature
perfectly
scale
normal.
man.
Probably. Do you not know what we look like?
He knows. He just doesn't have the heart to tell us.
Oh, look at my
Please
handsome.
don't. I'd rather the princess kill us
Aw.
again than see how dreadful we
Don't
are.
be broken.
Okay,
Cheer
less about
up.
what we look like and more about whether we're being lied to. If he's willing to lie about something as innocuous as a mirror, what else is he hiding from us?
A lot.
I'm not lying to you. Use your eyes. There is no mirror. Why would I lie about something so meaningless? What good would it even do?
Approach the mirror.
You walk up to the wall next to the... This really isn't funny.
No mirror.
Reach forward and rub.
We should count ourselves.
Oop. Some things are better left unseen. Alright. Get that knife.
Take the...
Ooh, I like these doors.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a spiral staircase. Its steps almost as deep as you are tall. The smell of incense drifts up from below. For a moment, you almost feel at ease.
Huh. This is actually kind of nice.
It's still a stone basement. If the princess lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor. Her booming voice
You
rolls
say
up
that
the
every
stairs.
time, narrator.
Is that a guest I hear? Don't linger on the stairs. Come down and witness me.
Okay. Why'd you have to
weren't
say it like
kidding
that?
when you said it was booming. She wasn't like this last time. We need to get down there. She wants us to see her. We need to see her.
Why do you want
we be
to,
worried
so
about your
desperately to
sudden
hear
change in
her?
attitude?
Or see her, yeah,
Just a few
really.
minutes ago, you were going on about how pointless everything was. Now you...
He's
want
also
to
in
be
love.
there. It doesn't matter what that little voice says. He's not the one making the decisions. Though if his ramblings get you to the princess, they get you to the princess.
Continue down the stairs.
Making your way down the spiral staircase is a time-consuming and exhausting
Broken is
effort,
relatable, you're right.
every step requiring you to clamber over one edge before dropping to the next. But soon the end comes into view, and you tumble to the bottom, entering the vast, temple-like room beyond. The princess towers
Big.
almost glowing.
Oh, that's what I mean
her
by
figure
tower.
framed by a stained glass window. Her long hair billows.
I thought we were
around
going to
her,
be like in a
and the
tower. I guess we
chain
are in a
binds her
tower.
wrist
But
to the far wall.
That isn't what she looked like last time.
it is now.
The chain is nothing to her. It might as well be a toy for all
I mean,
the
I
good
don't
it
know.
can
It's
do.
still a pretty
I
big
told
chain
you,
comparatively
it
to
was
her.
pointless to resist her.
The little
Big.
bird has returned to me. I wonder what he wants. You brought that knife again, even though you know it's useless. Such charming audacity.
Oh yeah, I should have not brought the knife actually.
Drop it.
Okay.
The blade slips from your fingers and clatters uselessly to the floor.
We didn't have to do that.
And yet you did. She's so much more than us.
I'm
You
yeah,
wouldn't
I'm here for
understand
this.
what it feels like
Big
to be in
lady.
her presence. Oh, I understand what's going on, and you'd better snap yourself out of it.
No, big.
Kneel.
Okay.
On
I mean,
her
I'm
command, you
yeah,
fall
no,
to
I'm
the
here for
floor,
this.
knees painfully connecting with hard stone.
That's my good little bird. Now, why don't we talk?
Yeah. All right, that's the tower. Now let's load up back here and let's try to get this one again. Keep her locked
Perhaps
away.
leaving her alive,
One way or another, and if you... I can promise that you'll...
you have. It's a chance we'll have
You're making a mistake. It won't...
slip. Either way, she
Okay, we're sticking to the
will be the
plan.
death of all of us, but fine. Have it your way. You close the bed, okay? You settle in again. It isn't long.
I know you're still there. It's not
She sounds as she violently
when I get out of here. You don't know the kind of enemy you've met.
doesn't. No.
So this wasn't his act. Does he make guilty conscience? No. Okay.
You put
so
the
this
princess's
is-
threats out of your mind as best you jolt awake in the
So
middle.
this is how do I get? Okay, talk to the princess. Keep the princess locked away. Change your mind at the last minute. Let's finish this. Because this is just gonna
Where
get
is
us
she?
the Spectre again. Yeah. Maybe I've already chosen wrong answers by this point here. Just start from the beginning.
You're on a path in the woods.
The
And at the end
final
of
one that I'm gonna
path
get should be the
is a
easiest to
cabin.
get.
You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Feel our evolution.
Spirit. You make your way up the short path to the cabin. You'll find the princess within.
Yeah, the final one's gonna be the prisoner.
warning
Tower was gonna be the
before
one
you
that I
go
was gonna
any
do
further.
last, but
She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her. Don't believe a word she says.
We're not going to go through with this, right?
She's a princess. We're supposed to save princesses, not slay them. Ignore him. He doesn't know what he's talking about.
see it into the cabin.
The interior of the cabin is almost entirely bare. The air is stale and musty, and the floor and walls are painted in a fine layer of dust.
The only furniture of note is a plain wooden table. Perched on that table is a pristine blade. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
Take the blade.
You take the blade.
Enter the basement.
The door to the basement creaks open. Her voice carries up the stairs.
Who's there?
She sounds dangerous. It's almost as if she's the one in charge down here.
Don't let it fool you. It's all part of the manipulation.
Hi.
Don't be a stranger. It's been so long since I've had any visitors. Come on down.
You walk down the stairs.
Okay, actually, hold on. Apparently, you should not take the blade to get this. I bet there is a way with the blade to do it, but
You're don't mention.
I like that there are some that
The
are hard,
interior
like
of the
actually
blade.
kind of harder to get.
The door.
Hello?
It's just
Don't.
it's more worthwhile to like
Don't be a
keep
stranger.
playing
It's
it.
been so long since I've had any visitors. Please.
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. She's beautiful. I am begging you to stay focused. There's a lot riding on you here.
Hi.
Hi. All right. Save here. Let's talk.
Okay.
We know her name. We know what she's been eating. What are you gonna do if I let you out of here?
Princess she doesn't know. She's been down here too long to have any idea of what she'd do in another life. She knows what she'd do. She's just searching for whatever answer she thinks you want to hear.
Are you looking for the truth, or are you looking for the right answer? Because with the
I
dynamic
mean,
we have
you
going on
know.
here, I don't think the specifics of what I do really matter.
No, it matters.
It's
Tell
not
me.
like you'd believe me.
Maybe I would. Just tell me. I'm gonna keep you locked down here. It could be this, but go upstairs and
That seems like a pretty good compromise.
I don't think I could bear being down here that much longer,
Well,
So
yeah, I'm
I'm
sure
the
you'll
only
be
one-
okay.
one way or another. But if you don't, I can.
You have
Okay, there was another thing that could actually hold on. It was this one, right? We'll examine the chains.
your only.
Thank you.
You're making no. You walk up. They're large and heavy.
I'm guessing you don't have the key?
Maybe
I
it's
have not yet committed to saving her. Let's go upstairs.
I'll be here.
You attempt to some
Turn to the bottom of the stairs.
make your easier for everyone. Look at the
I heard the door slam.
There's a slight panic.
If I could.
She barely heads as she rips her flames the blade. Or you won't.
Slay the princess. Here we go. This is how we
Without
get it.
hesitation, you bring the blade down and plunge it into the princess's back.
I don't think that's the back. I think that's like the side of her.
The wound
Oh, okay,
drives
that's the
her to
back, I
ground.
guess.
Okay. There's no going back now. I'm with you to the end.
You bastard. Were you lying to me this whole time?
In this path, yes.
The princess pushes away
This is
from
my
you,
only
the
ending left to
motion
get.
ripping
What do you
the
want
blade
from
her
me?
back. Wounded, but still alive, she crouches on all fours in the corner of the room and meets your eyes with the ferocity of a cornered predator.
You've made a terrible enemy, and there's nothing in the world that can possibly save you from me.
But what if I could save me from me?
Do you hear the conviction in her voice?
Yeah, you heard me.
It's an act. She's wounded and unarmed. There's nothing she can do to hurt.
I must have. Yeah, I'm gonna get them all.
I'm not
This,
so
this was the
sure.
only one that I did not know, like, that I couldn't
Don't
get.
waver now.
As you ready your blade to deliver a lethal blow, she lunges at your legs with the same animal ferocity she used to tear at her arm. Your knife cuts into her again.
This was
and
similar to how we got the
ground,
witch.
Your body racked with pain as she rips into you with tooth and claw. Forget about trying to rescue her.
If we get the witch again, I'm giving up on getting the beast. Play the princess!
Seizing with pain, you know you've done your fair share of damage as well, your blade having left deep gashes in the princess's back. You seize a moment of hesitation to throw her off of you and shakily push yourself back to your knees.
We can still turn this around.
Finish the job, okay. I'm gonna save here. Because that is what is one of the things said. Yeah, let's finish the job.
You steel your resolve and to take another step closer to the princess. You probably won't make it out of here alive, but you can still make sure that she won't make it out of here.
Excuse me? What's this about not making it out of here alive?
Do you think this is what I wanted to happen? I have a duty to state the facts of the situation, and honestly, it's a miracle anyone in this room is still standing right now. Don't act so
I've heard those words before, though.
Can you not feel all those gashes and holes pulling you apart?
That's different,
If the
though.
princess doesn't do you in here, blood loss is certain to finish the job.
You take another step forward, and the princess lunges towards you. The two of you enter one last exchange, a flurry of blade and claw and fleshy ribbons.
Fleshy ribbons!
Neither you nor princess able to go any further. You collapse on the ground, and the princess collapses beside you. Blood pools around you both, and you watch each other fade away.
After all this time alone, I
Okay, yeah,
thought
that's
I'd
different.
finally found a friend, but you were just another monster, weren't you?
Yeah, you know.
Silence as the room starts to get fuzzy around you. You've paid a terrible price, but you've saved us all. It's over.
Is it, though? I don't think it is.
You're sorely mistaken. One way or another, I'll make sure you pay for this.
There it is again. That razor-sharp look in her eyes and that terrifying conviction in her words.
But you don't have the time left to worry about such things. Everything goes black, and you die.
What? Why'd the beast so hard to get?
The princess, what if she doesn't succumb? You rush up the... Okay,
You said it isn't long before you...
I know you're still. It's not.
she sounds...
As she...
When I get out of here, you don't.
Does...
No.
Do you think a couple of.
You put the princess's... You jolt.
Where is she?
That's gonna be the Spectre.
Thanks for helping me get out of that. Oh,
Give up.
Serious.
Just give up.
As what's left of your blood pools around you on the cobblestone floor, the blade falls from your trembling hands and clatters uselessly against the ground. I suppose you simply lacked the will to finish the job. The princess,
No,
wounded
we've seen
but
this.
still alive,
Her shining eyes watch you. We can only hope the wounds
This also
you
led
managed
to
inflict will be
Witch,
enough
though,
to
right?
at least delay her escape from this.
After all this time alone,
this is the end.
Before you can answer, everything goes black.
Ah, there we go. Okay, finally.
You're on a path in the woods.
I guess you have to fail to
and
kill
at the
her.
end of that path
is the key.
is a cabin. And you're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Wait, that's happening already. She's gonna kill me again. I mean, these are all the same. Gonna kill me again.
If he doesn't remember what happened...
If he doesn't remember
The
what
hunted.
happened, then something else must have trapped us here.
You're not trapped here. Nobody's forcing you to do anything.
That's not true.
So
You're
the
forcing
only
me to do a lot of
sensible thing
things.
for you to do right now is march up to that cabin and slay the princess.
Alright, proceed to the cabin.
A warning. She will lie. Does a cat lie to a cornered mouse when it plays with its freedom? Or is it just acting out its nature?
She actually has not very often lied. She only she changes her responses in response to what we do, but I don't think she's actually lied at any point.
I don't see why that matters.
She's been
A lie's
evasive,
a lie,
though.
and if anything, she's the one who's cornered.
She could have gotten out of there whenever she wanted to.
How many
We
princesses
should
have I missed?
trust
Almost all of
nothing
them.
that she tells us, only what we hear. and
This
smell.
is the second to last one, so we have one more to do after this.
That's a very
But the
roundabout
VOD
way
will
of
be
saying
up.
you should
I've had a
expect me
great
to
damn
take
time with this,
seriously.
though.
Maybe.
Like I said, we will 100% be playing the full thing when it comes out. Proceed into the cabin! Looking forward to this
The
master
interior
path
of the
tier
cabin
list
is
when this
ruinous
game
and
comes out.
dilapidated. It feels like no one has
Yeah.
lived here for a long
Yeah.
time. Wind
Yeah,
rushing in
no,
through
100%
cracks and
that'll
holes in
happen.
the wooden walls. The only furniture of note is a termite-eaten table with a pristine blade perched on its
Termite
edge.
eating. Alright, that's different.
The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
Alright, let's go to you
That's
haven't told me
because
about
there
the
isn't a
mirror.
There's a table, the blade sitting on the
You're
table,
right,
and the door
Hope,
to the
but,
basement.
like,
There's
I
nothing
don't-
else in here.
But I don't know how they're gonna do. Like, what some of the further things could endear me more or endear me less to them.
There's definitely a mirror.
It's definitely a mirror.
There isn't.
There is.
Strange
It's
thing
right
to know
there.
about. Maybe he doesn't see it. Much like he hasn't seen what's already happened.
Exactly.
Approach the mirror.
You walk up to the wall next to the basement door. It's a wall. This really isn't funny.
Wipe the mirror
You
clean.
reach forward and rub your hand against
You
the
compare
cabin
first
wall.
impressions.
I hope you know how ridiculous you look right
Maybe I'll
now.
do that as part of one of the upcoming shorter streams.
But it
Or
was
well, I
there
guess
a
it won't be
second
shorter,
ago.
but like the multi-streamy things that we're gonna do
And now it's gone.
for our subathon rewards. Alright. Let's take that blade.
You take the blade from the table. It will be difficult to slay the princess and save the world without a weapon.
Enter the basement.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing what's left of an old wooden staircase. It's still sturdy enough that you can make your way down in one piece, though you'll have to be mindful of holes. The air seeping up from below is oddly warm and wet, as if you're descending into a jungle. If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favor. She growls up the stairs.
I can smell you.
I'm not stinky!
She sounds almost feral, impatient, or maybe eager. You carefully make your way down the
In
stairs.
the jungle, the mighty jungle, the lion sleeps
The
tonight.
last step gives way to the damp earth floor of a stark pit. The walls are obscured by an impenetrable darkness, giving the illusion that the room might stretch on forever. You brush against the wide leaves of plants that surround you on all sides, seemingly the only living things that occupy this strange underground wilderness.
She's in here somewhere!
The jungle is pressing in on us, hiding her from view.
Wee woo, wee woo, wee woo, wee woo.
A chain rattles in the underbrush. And
I
as
guess
its
that's true, the
links
chain
drag across
does,
the
like,
floor,
still lead to
you see
her.
pieces of her move in and out of the shadows. Remember, she's just a princess.
Yeah, I don't think she's
gotta
just
be
a
more
princess
careful.
anymore. I
She's
do
certainly
gotta be
not
more
just a
careful.
princess.
But that one didn't scare
You're
me.
not helping. It doesn't matter what she is. It only matters what she does. She emerges,
Oh.
her shining eyes and glistening claws visible in the gloom, staring.
I can hear your heart pounding from the bottom of the stairs. Your rights to be terrified. I'm so much more than you. And a little splinter.
Don't worry,
crushed in
Sapensi, we only
trembling
got one
hands
more
won't
left
save
anyway.
You.
Gotta be more careful.
No, I don't gotta be more careful. Just said I gotta be more careful. Beast is not little. Alright. We got one more to do. Gonna save you there. Unload. Here. So here we should save the princess.
You have to be kidding me?
No, I'm gonna save her. She's pretty.
You walk up to the chains binding the princess to the wall and give them a tug. They're large and heavy, far too solid for you to even imagine.
I don't know, but
them
I didn't see enough of the beast for her to smash. The prisoner is all that's left.
I'm guessing you don't have the key.
Maybe it's somewhere upstairs. Doubtful. Whoever locked the princess away down here intended for her to never see the light of day.
I'm just wondering if... I probably won't give the damsel for this one, because I have the knife in this. I'm gonna check upstairs. Maybe I can at least find something to break you free.
I'll be here.
You're looking forward to seeing the stranger? That one was really cool. That was one of my favorite ones,
You
I think.
attempt to make your way out of the basement, but the door at the top of the
The
stairs...
stranger was really good.
shut.
The specter was
You hear
really
the click
good.
of the lock sliding into place. Is someone else here?
I know I've said this, but I'm really excited for the full game. Hey,
Your shouts
let me out of
and
here!
pleas are met with silence. You're here to slay the princess, and you won't leave until the task
the
is done.
turns from Portal 2 in mind for that line read. That's great.
You
Try
try
the
the
door.
door, but it's locked from the outside.
Both the nightmare and the specter. They're the two ghosty ones.
I'll repeat myself once again. You're here to slay the princess, and you won't leave
The tower was
until
also
the
really
task
good.
is done.
Big lady. That was not what I
You make your way
expected from the
back to bottom of
tower.
the stairs. This would have been so much easier if you'd simply slain her like you were supposed to. Easier for whom? Easier for everyone.
I heard the door slam. They locked you down here too, didn't they? The knife. Pick it up and cut me out of here.
Okay, you
You
sure?
won't like what happens if you do that.
Oh, I still have an option to slay the princess. No, we're gonna save the princess.
Against your better judgment, you place the blade against the princess's arm, just above the massive, unyielding chain. You cut into her flesh. The blade is sharp, and you make quick work of it.
Ugh.
Before long, you're able to crack through
I
bone,
still though,
she
the
pulls
just
the
like
bleeding
remaining
stub of her
flesh
arm
is
through the iron
wild.
gauntlet.
It's a beautiful princess there. I'm sure nothing bad is going to happen to her. Nothing
She
bad
didn't
has
so
happened
much
to her
as
this
utter a
whole
sound.
stream at all. You should play this game, Freya, or the demo at least.
Free from her bindings, the princess turns to face you, her fierce gaze meeting your
Yeah,
eye.
we are actually saving her right now.
How is she so composed after losing an arm?
Also, yeah, she
It's like
this
she
is
isn't
different from the
even
damsel
bothered
one
by
because
it.
she's not smiling here. She was like smiling in the damsel.
Thank you. Now let's get out of here.
Approach the locked door.
No, we won't have any of that. The stakes are too high. You can't just let her escape into the world. No, I just can't let her escape into the world.
So my main theory right now is that the princess is like a being of unlimited possibilities, and like a Schrodinger's cat superposition thing, right? I can you tell I've been playing the Zero Escape series, where it's like whatever is projected onto her is what she becomes. So like you go into the damsel one, and you're here to help her, so she's nice and all kind to you. You're here to help her here, so she's not gonna fight you. You kill her, she becomes a ghost. I'm really interested to see where all of it goes. Yeah, right. The same with us, where like we kind of become, or we have an aspect of it that carries over because we always have the voice.
As the princess approaches the bottom stair,
Oh, okay.
your
We
body
have this
steps
again.
forward and raises the blade.
But yeah, because the voices always change.
Wait, this isn't fair. You can't just do that. Watch me.
Okay, so let's see how this is going to be different from the
Stop that.
damsel.
I thought this was a little too easy.
She calls us a bird, and that might be because we are a bird, but we gained the voice of the hero and became a hero.
Your body lunges forward.
Yeah,
to sink
she's
the
much
blade
more
into her back,
composed
but
this
the princess
time.
swiftly moves out of the way before you can connect.
Because like, in the damsel one, she like cries
Stop
about
it.
what she has
Stop
to do.
resisting me. I am trying to get you out of here alive.
All right, resist.
The blade. Move the blade.
No, we're saving the princess. Ooh,
You're doing
stabs
your best to help
adorably.
me, aren't you? I can see the conflict in your eyes.
That was basically the damsel.
I'll make this quick.
She steps forward and pries the blade from your rigid hands.
Maybe I'll see you in another life.
Then she slits
Oh.
your throat with an almost clinical ease.
She definitely did that a lot easier than
Her
the
face
damsel
remains
did.
unchanged as she watches you collapse to the ground, blood flowing from your butchered neck.
This is one of the better outcomes so far. You're
This is
honestly
the
right.
end, isn't it? I'm afraid it is. Everything goes dark, and you die. I hope it was worth it.
It was. This is the last ending and achievement I need to get. Chapter 2, The Prisoner.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess. You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Oh, you bastard, you're in for it now. I'm wise to your tricks.
My tricks? What on earth are you talking about? We've just met for the first time. Don't forget what he did to us the last time around. I wouldn't trust a word out of his mouth. There's got to be a way out of it.
Hope's
for us
natural
and for the
result.
princess.
Treating her
Just have
like
to
a
keep
threat,
trying.
choosing to free her anyway. Skeptic is also similar to what we got from the damsel one. But I don't think it was called the Skeptic, was it?
I'm inclined to agree.
It was
He
similar,
doesn't remember
though.
what happened last time. Maybe it's best to keep it that way. You know I can hear you two, right?
That was like the second
It's
one
going
I
to be a lot
got, so
harder
it's
than you
been
think to
like
keep secrets
we've done a
from.
bunch of stuff since then. Voices of Smitten, you're right.
And as far as trying to help her goes, need I remind you how catastrophically
Which
dangerous
is actually
she is to
very
the
different,
world
but he
at
said
large.
similar things.
I told you about the stakes of this situation less than a minute ago.
Proceed to the cabin.
A warning. She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her. Don't believe a word she says. Yes, don't believe a word she says. Just go in, take the knife, and do what you're supposed to.
Wink.
Did you just say wink out loud? No, I didn't.
Wink.
Just ignore this clown and focus on
I like the
princess.
Skeptic. Proceed to the cabin.
The interior of the
Ooh.
cabin is less a cozy woodland retreat.
This is much
and
more of a,
dungeon. A few
prison
pathetic wisps of
than
starlight
just the
attempt to
cabin.
illuminate the cold, uninviting stone walls, and thick, wrought iron bars barricade the windows, reminding anyone who enters that this is a prison.
Slay does technically have another meaning. I don't think that's what it. I don't think that's an intended use here.
The only furniture of note is an iron table, bolted to the floor, a pristine blade perched on its edge.
The prisoner routes cabin is much more like a prison. What a surprise! Listen, Hope.
The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
All right. What about the mirror?
He definitely did not. Does a mirror not count as furniture of note to you? Because it should. There isn't a mirror. There's a table, the blade sitting on the table, and the door to the basement. There's nothing else in here.
There's definitely a mirror.
There isn't.
There is.
I think you know what we have to do.
Stab him. Just stab him. Why would you lie about
Exactly.
that? Approach the mirror.
You walk up to the wall next to... This really isn't funny.
No
Reach
more
forward
mirror.
and rub your hand against the cabin wall.
I'm
How
wondering
do you
if
know how
there's
ridiculous
one where
you
she
look?
doesn't kill you. No, we die in all of them except for the one where we run away, I think. But
But it was there a second ago. And now it's gone.
the only
doesn't
the only
know
time I
about it, it
didn't
must
die,
be
I think,
important. We
was
should
when I
keep
got
our
the
eyes
good ending,
Maybe
quote
it'll be
unquote.
back.
Alright. Let's take it to Blade.
You take the blade from the table.
Strangers too friend
It would be
shaped
difficult
you.
to slay the princess and save the world without a weapon. Good idea. Much better to be armed than to go in with...
Well, the one
blind
where we
hope
stab her
alone.
outright is what leads to the good ending. The way to get the other stuff from that is you kill yourself.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing an old stone staircase. A few sputtering torches attempt to vaguely illuminate your path, dancing across glimmering patches of slimy moss on the stone steps. If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favor. Her voice, harsh but controlled, carries up the stairs.
Is that a visitor I hear? Please, come downstairs.
This is
It's been a while since I've had company.
He says this to you when you say certain things in the first section.
Does she remember us?
Oh!
You walk down the stairs and
she's
lock eyes
really
with the
chained up
princess.
this time.
She looks up at you, the heavy collar around her neck clanking loudly as she moves. The chains binding both her wrists to the far wall, joining the metallic chorus as she adjusts her hands.
This
in
one
her lap.
still, though, has nothing, which is really interesting.
Should we be worried about the one around her neck? Why would you be worried about her restraints? If anything, they'll make your
Talk
job
about
easier.
maximum security. I mean, her legs aren't bound, but unless these are these are to her arms.
Have you noticed the empty chain on the
Yes,
wall?
I have.
Odd that in a place where everything seems to
It has
serve
been
a
like that
distinct
in
purpose,
every route.
there would be something so obviously useless.
What an interesting development. Why don't you have a seat? The two of us should chat before you bury that thing in my heart.
Wait, I'm not here to kill you, though. She's not under duress, then smash. Oh boy, oh that was great. Alright, everybody, please support this game. I'm gonna think about picking up Scarlet Hollow at some point. This is super, super cool. That's not in this, because I got all the endings. That's also, none of these are in this, if you look at these backgrounds. I wonder if these were from the original demo, or if there's stuff that's not in yet. Because apparently there is an ending from an earlier demo that's been removed, which is interesting. But yeah, wow, I have watched the main menu for, or maybe not for longer than a minute, but I saw the transition, which we'll go back to the main menu though while I find somebody to raid and finish up. But yeah, super excited for the full of this to come out. 100% playing it immediately when it does. This was really cool. I didn't expect this to actually take up 3 hours, so this is going to be all we're going to do today. We will be starting Zero Time Dilemma on Friday. Tomorrow will be Mega Man Battle Network. Thank you to Sapensi for sponsoring that stream. Wednesday will be more of our wonderful Soul Link with Izu. Thursday is going to be our horrifying experience, in which Rika has chosen for me to play Lifeline, a game in which you use voice recognition to have an AI thing do stuff. Yay! I'm gonna be in pain, but it was that or Parasite Eve 3rd birthday, and even I can't handle that one. God, I'm so into this game. Alright. But yes, thank you everybody for coming. I want more of this as soon as possible. But yeah, thank you for the follow, Nepicross. And I hope to see everyone back here in the future. Bye-bye now.